It's time for live high school basketball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Young drives the lane, scoops it up short, down in, a kiss off the glass, good.
High school basketball on CISN.TV is brought to you by John Gert Chevrolet, West Side Auto Pros, Mid-American Energy. Now let's go courtside for high school basketball on CISN.TV. Good evening and welcome to Valley High School. It's high school basketball doubleheader once again here on CISN.TV. A Friday night doubleheader, and it's number 2 Southeast Polk coming here to face number 4 Valley. Dar Danielson along with Trent Condon. And these two teams, Trent, 3 losses among them. Southeast Polk's loss came after they went to number 1, a close loss to Dowling, and they haven't lost since then. Valley, I think they went to number 1, then went to Mason City, lost by 2, and then won a few games in a row, and then in the game I did, they really got pounded by Waukee. They come out and had a horrible night and got beat. So when you look at it, the one bad loss there goes to Valley. So this is going to be an interesting matchup tonight here as they both come back, strung together some wins after the break. And it's going to be interesting to see how they match up here tonight.
Well, and you look at the 5A field, and there's just so many teams that feel like right now they have an opportunity to make a run, not only make a state tournament, but win the whole thing. And I think we're going to see 2 of these teams here tonight, ranked number 2 and number 4 in the latest rankings from the girls. It also shows the depth of the CIML that you see game in and game out with the Waukees, even in Mason City, a trip up there, just the difficult nature game in and game out. Both these teams like to run. They like to get up and down the floor. I think maybe one of the more entertaining games you're going to see of the season is going to be right here tonight.
For Valley, Zoe Young, the senior, she's kind of the one that keys everything for them on offense.
She is, and she'll have the ball in her hands a whole lot. She'll play off the ball, too, with Shea Fuller kind of handling those duties together. But she's such a great facilitator and a playmaker. And the shot from the three-point line hasn't been great this year in terms of percentage. Zoe just shooting 27% from deep, but she's a volume shooter. She's going to get her shots. She's going to get out in transition. And a big thing with her, too, is she finds her teammates, averaging 5 assists per game. You don't see that very often for a girl averaging over 21 a game to go along with 5 assists. You'll see her as a facilitator, a playmaker. There's a reason she'll be moving on and playing at the University of Maryland next year.
And then you look at Southeast Polk, they have 2 players averaging almost 20 points. You got Grace Larkins, and of course Maggie McGraw, who transferred over from Indianola. She's right at 19.9, so, not hard to look for to tell where their offense goes there.
Well, and it's funny, there were some people after the decision by Maggie McGraw to transfer. How are her and Grace Larkins going to be able to play together?
Right.
Two players that like to have their ball in the hands a whole lot. Well, as we can see, they're both, I think they're transitioning very well here, Tar. Both averaging almost 20 per game. They played at a high level, and that's what I'm really interested in seeing, how those 2 players, 2 girls that have size but ball handling ability, how they play together. My first look at Southeast Polk tonight, really excited to see Larkins and McGraw together.
And we always talk about the big players, the leaders, the leading scorers, but a lot of times it comes down to those players who fill in, too, that add into that. You have Grace Plummer, Shea Fuller, Alex Honnold on the Valley side. You got Sammy Albertson, Liza Sutton, in there, too. So it's not just there's a couple stars that are driving both these teams. They both have some good players 1 through 5, and they also have a little bit of depth on the bench, too.
One of the players that I really like going back to last season for Southeast Polk is Riley Cruz. And with those 2 playmakers we talked about, she's a girl that is an incredibly good shooter. She's going to get plenty of open looks. In a game like this, transition threes, I think, are going to be a big part of it. She's going to have a lot of open looks tonight. You talk about pace this evening and those other players getting opportunities. Valley, the number 1 scoring team in Class 5A. Southeast Polk, the number 4 scoring team. So it's not just going to be about the stars. It's not going to be just about Young and Fuller for Valley and Larkins and McGraw for Southeast Polk, but who else steps up? In a game like this, a lot of times it's kind of those unsung heroes that step up and make the difference in who comes out with the W.
Speaking of scoring, again, you look at the threes. Valley shooting 285 so far on the season to 180, almost 100 more than Southeast Polk has shot, there. So that's a thing, and I think that was part of what hurt them a little bit in that loss to Waukee is they came out cold, could not hit those threes, and if you're used to hitting the threes and you keep shooting them and don't hit them, sometimes it's not easy for you to come back when you get in a hole.
You know, one of those next level players that you talk about, Alex Honnold, she can get going. She can knock down an open three-pointer, but she does a lot of her work inside. And if that's something where you can be very effective in the past, that's how you beat Southeast Polk, because he pounded the ball inside as a very guard-oriented team throughout the years. And we'll see if Coach Segrist right away, if he makes a concerted effort, hey, let's get some touches inside. Let's go into the block right away. Don't just settle for those three-pointers. We're going to shoot them, but try to get that inside game going a little bit with Honnold. Like to see that early on from the Tiger side of things. You know, another thing, you mentioned the three-pointers. Valley number 3 in Class 5A in three-pointers made. Southeast Polk doesn't have the same number, but they shoot it more efficiently, 38%. Right. That's number 3 in the class. So it's just a dichotomy, a little bit different way of getting to where they are. Two teams that are going to show some pressure. They're going to throw different looks, and I think two of the best coaches in the CIML.
Yeah, you talk about it. Joe Segrist, a great guy. Talk with him a lot. Tracy Daly also had a chance to talk with her now and then in the games, and they're both always accommodating, win or lose, and you know, come talk with us. And a couple of real great coaches and able to adapt and the game flow and see what's happening and make the moves that they need to do.
They really do, and you look at the success that these coaches have had. Joe Segrist bringing the first ever girls state championship in basketball to West Des Moines Valley, the success in the championships that Coach Daly has had at Southeast Polk. They're a reason that they're at the top of the profession. It's going to be just an excellent game tonight. Looking forward to this one. Looking forward to seeing some points, some three-pointers, a little bit of everything tonight.
So it'll be Valley at 10-2, ranked number 4, hosting 11-1 and second-ranked Southeast Polk Rams here tonight, as we're just about ready to get underway with our starting lineups on CISN.TV. And clock winding down. Anything else? I always talk about controlling the tempo. Which team controls that? That's always a big thing too, isn't it?
Well, and both these teams with the pressure that they're going to be applied, I think it's going to be real key. Teams not going too fast, you know, to get into that. And if somebody goes on a run, instead of letting it grow into a 10, 12-point run, whatever it is, stopping those runs. And it's going to be up to the guard play to really slow that down. That's a concerning thing for, I think, both of these sides. You talked about what happened to Valley and that loss to Waukee, how things can snowball. That can happen either way here tonight. Who can control things, who can run, and who doesn't turn it over a lot. You look at Fuller for Valley, a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. I mean, just incredibly good at handling the basketball, not turning it over, doing it at a high level. 48 assists this year against just 15 turnovers. And as much as Shea Fuller handles the basketball, that shows you how effective she is.
And they're got Zoe Young out there at center court and handing off the assist record there. She broke it here this year.
Maddie Aggie, former Tiger, part of that championship team from a couple years ago.
And she held that assist record that Zoe Young broke. And they're getting out at center court there. Had a little presentation to recognize that. And now we're going to have our starting lineups. 5'9" senior Liza Sutton. 5'10" sophomore Grace Larkins. 5'7" senior Sammy Albertson. The 5'11" senior Maggie McGraw. And the 5'10" sophomore Riley Cruzy. Head coach Tracy Daly. Emmy Zalek is the assistant. Now here's the starters for Valley. Junior Grace Plummer. We can see through the crowd here on our camera.
Number 10, sophomore Haley Chappell.
Haley Chappell, a sophomore.
Number 11, senior
Shea Fuller, the senior.
Number 22,
Alex Honnold, the junior.
And number 33, senior Jasmine Span.
And Jasmine Span getting the start tonight as a senior.
And Bert Hansen now on the sidelines at West Des Moines Valley with the girls' side. Good to see Coach Hansen.
Yeah, longtime boys coach at Indianola, then switched to the girls' game, and now let's pause for the national anthem. And we're just about ready for basketball here on CISN.TV. And the other game tonight is Ankeny at Ankeny Centennial. And talk about good girls basketball. I'm going to see some there too at our other broadcast, Trent.
Yeah, high-level basketball here all across the CIML, and it's so great seeing the different styles, the different way that, kind of different ways to skin a cat, if you will. And these are two teams, though, that are going to play a similar style, two teams that are going to get up and down the floor. They're can push to the action. Really looking forward to this one, Dar. I think we're going to see an excellent, excellent basketball game, and one that I've had circled for quite a while here on the calendar.
Yep, it'll be interesting. One thing, Valley, I don't think they like to play from behind, and so they'll want to keep it close here early on as we get ready to go. Honnold and McGraw will jump it up. And here's the three away quickly by Valley, off no good by Shea Fuller. Rebound, and the foul will go against Liza Sutton.
You saw Honnold right away get that offensive rebound, go right up with it, and that leads to the quick pace, 8 seconds in, and forcing the first foul.
And she hits it and gives Valley the early lead.
Honnold, a 75% free throw shooter as a team. Tigers at 64%.
And she hits the first two. It looks like they're going to come out and pressure right away. They've had some success with that. Worked it well against Dowling. Here's the three, is up and good by Maggie McGraw. And she answers right away. And it's 3-2. Southeast Polk takes their first lead of the ball game on their first bucket. Here's the drive baseline. They kick it over. The span back inside. Good. Give and go to Grace Plummer. The span with the assist. Almost a walk up high there by Sutton. Pull up at the elbow. Off no good. Rebound battled for and pulled out of there by Valley. They look to run Haley Chappell, but Southeast Polk gets back. Shea Fuller will work it over the right side. Drive in, look to kick it out, knocked away, stolen away by Riley Cruz, and up the other way, and the bucket and the foul.
Defense just a moment late sliding over there in the N1 opportunity. Good finish.
Foul on Span. And the free throw is no good. And it's a 1-point lead for Southeast Polk. Valley back on offense, throw it away. And knocked away, and it goes off of Southeast Polk. Shea Fuller poked it away, and it went out of bounds to Southeast Polk.
And very quickly, not even 90 seconds in, here comes Zoe Young.
And she'll replace Grace Plummer. And here come the Tigers, trailing by 1. Extended that defense out. Deep on Valley. Now they drive in. No good. Missed by Fuller. Put back no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Riley Cruzy. Bounce pass inside. Spin move up. No good. Battle for the rebound will stay with the Southeast Polk. Southeast Polk wasted no time getting it up the floor and taking it inside, are they?
No, both these teams love to push the pace here, and got to be careful with that full court pressure that we've seen.
Blocked by Fuller. Here's a three, no good. Rebound, battled for, put back up and good by Grace Larkins.
Both teams working the offensive glass early.
And Larkins on the board now. Her first 2 points. And the biggest lead so far of the game. Zoe Young, a long three off the front of the rim. Now looking up ahead, but it's knocked away. She had the run out, Grace Larkins did. Had McGraw up there, but that's one thing about Valley. They don't have anybody over 6 feet, but they have long arms and they know how to defend well and jump. Here's a drive down the lane, up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Span for Valley. They'll quickly go up the right side to Honnold. Over for three, no good. Rebound comes out long to McGraw. All the way down, up, no good.
Great look ahead there.
Larkins behind the back, dribble down the lane. Albertson strips it away. Now back the other way to Larkins, up and good.
Well, the body control of Grace Larkins there on that run out. A lot of times you'll see that layup go too hard off the rim. Body control to finish with the left hand.
6-0 run here by Southeast Polk, and Zoe Young forced a shot, but it went. And it's a 9-6 Southeast Polk win. They try to go cross court, save, nice move to save it behind the back, inbounds, kept it alive, and she gets the payoff on the other end, Alex Honnold. And she's somebody that Joe Segrist says is probably one of the best athletes. Here is the best athlete probably on the team with her ability. And Zoe Young steps in there, but McGraw keeps it.
You're seeing Southeast Polk trying for those long cross-court passes. This is not the team to do that against.
Now, we talked about it. They get those arms up in the passing lanes and knock a lot of them away. Here's a drive, short jumper. Oh, rebound just came off high, and Larkin's able to pick it out of there but can't connect, and now back up and good by Sammy Albertson. Back and forth. Here,
Seven players already scored a little halfway through the first.
And back to a 3-point lead for Southeast Polk. Down to the baseline to Span. She'll dribble back up to Zoe Young. She looks to the bench as Joe Segrist tells him what he wants. They're going to go double stack low. It looks like now trying to work that low and come up. Trying to pull the defense down, I think, a little bit here.
You saw Zoe Young there, a little bit of a force on the pass, anticipating her teammate going to be open before she actually saw it.
Jessica Stewart and Cadence Williams in for Southeast Polk. Zoe Young at the free throw line, off balance. Kind of force that one up. Here comes Larkins dribbling through traffic. Dishes it back. Now down the lane and blocked out of there is Alex Honnold.
You mentioned the athleticism of Honnold. You see it there again in display. So it does so many different things. Multi-sport athlete for Valley.
And she's got some. There's a three on the inbound, no good. Pulled down by Albertson. or Cruz, excuse me. And there's a three. Maggie McGraw hits it, and it's a 6-point lead. Valley takes a timeout. We'll take a break and be back after this on CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back at Valley High School, Southeast Polk has opened up a 6-point lead here with 2:44 to play in the first quarter. And Joe Seegers for Valley takes a timeout to talk it over a little bit. And they'll get the ball. And Zoe Young, their leading scorer, will bring it up. One of those double stacks low, trying to work something from the bottom up. Young gets a screen. She drives in, spins, takes it up to the hole, and got it to go. There's 4 points now for Zoe Young.
See the strength of Zoe Young there. Ball was tapped out for a moment, able to gain control.
Here's the three, and it's going to finally go. Wow. Cruzy gets all of the rim on the roll on that one. And it falls. It doesn't matter how long it stays up there as long as it goes through the net, right?
Used all the rim.
Yeah. Up top, Plummer looking for somebody. He gets it to Zoe Young. She'll put up a long three. Good! Whoa! From way downtown, Zoe Young cuts the lead to 4.
Step back 24-footer, Steph Curry style.
Here's the three back the other way. Good! Jessica Stewart. Well, one thing, none of these players are afraid to shoot the open three if they've got it, are they?
And both coaches, they tell that to the players. Be confident, go up there, you got a shot, take it.
And I say this about Zoe Young, not disrespectful, but there's not a three that she isn't open that she doesn't think on.
She always feels she's open.
Yeah, she thinks she's open as soon as she crosses the half line, and she's hit a lot of those long threes. Cruzy will come out, and back in is Liza Sutton for Southeast Polk. And there's the drive and the foul. It'll be 2-shot foul, and that'll go against Stewart.
Oh, and there's again Honnold working inside and just had such a different dimension. They're so perimeter oriented. When Honnold can get going in the paint, really opens up everything else for the rest of the Tigers.
She hits the free throw. She's now got 5 points. And she'll get one more. Hits the second one. She's perfect 4 of 4 from the line, 6 points overall. 3 fouls on Southeast Polk, 1 on Valley. There's a drive and another block and a tiptoe down the line. She saves it. Shea Fuller off the Alex Honnold block. Zoe Young baseline is good. 9 points. Yep, 9 points for Young. They've cut the 7-point lead down to 4. Here's a quick three and a travel call as it was Sutton shuffling her feet, trying to get that off before the hands came flying at her. With just under a minute to play. And Valley will bring it up. Cut it to 1 with a 2 and tie it with a 3 here.
With no shot clock, a lot of times you'd see teams maybe hold for the final shot. I don't think with either of these two teams they're going to hold for a minute.
They don't usually, and just as we say that, Zoe Young puts up the long 3. Southeast Polk will come back quickly. Down the lane, up, no good by Larkins. Rebound knocked around and pulled out of there. Up to Zoe Young. Young pulls up and off, no good. On the run out, looked like maybe a foul. Their Southeast Polk fans wanted it. Larkins puts up the 3, no good. Young gets the rebound. Down the lane, up, and blocking foul. And Southeast Polk fans, man, you talk about holding for 1. We had like 6 shots, Trent, in that last minute. Holy cow.
Up and down, up and down. You're getting a workout here, Dar.
Let's see, that foul goes against Sammy Albertson. And Zoe Young hits the free throw.
Young just 59% on the year from the foul line.
Yeah, probably the one area that if she has a weakness, she needs to work on that a little bit. And she hits those two there. She's got 11 already here. And it's a 2-point or 1-point ball game here. There's a three, no good. And will we get another shot at the buzzer? No good. And after one, 20-19, Southeast Polk leading Valley here, back with the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
The year-end holiday tag event at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. All vehicles are tagged with one low price. New bonus tagged 18 Ford F-150s up to $14,000 off MSRP. Your choice. Up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 18 Ford Explorer and new 18 Ford Edge. Year-end tag event in Indianola, including thousands under retail value on Schottenkirk certified pre-owned vehicles. Hurry in for best selection. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
Back at Valley High School, Dar Danielson, Trent Condon, Ruben Garza on CISN.TV. As a back and forth first quarter, and we'll start it out the second with a three. Sammy Albertson hits the three. That's the fifth three so far of the ball game for Southeast Polk. Albertson's first. And Valley back down by 4. They trailed by as many as 7. Led by 2 to start the ball game. Inside, up, and no good. Shot just off by Honnold. And here's Maggie McGraw. Throws it down baseline. Cutting down the lane, up and good, is Sammy Albertson. Gets the long one, then gets the drive.
And you're really seeing Southeast Polk very efficient, slicing and dicing against that Valley zone D.
And really making Valley's defense work inside and outside. Chappell gets it to Fuller as Valley tries to crack the Southeast Polk defense here. They're in black, Valley in white, and knocked away. It'll stay with Valley. Grace Plummer will key it in over there. To Zoe Young. Here's a three, no good. Long rebound, and Honnold saves it off of Southeast Polk. Great awareness on the line down there.
And she has really been a big factor in this game, given that dimension to the Valley offense being perimeter-oriented. 3 offensive rebounds already.
Chappell gets it out long and gets it off to Shea Fuller. Fuller drives down, up and good. Shea Fuller. Her first bucket here of the second quarter. Valley's first, and foul called on the other end.
Well, and that last finish on the other end from Shea Fuller, that's a play that early in her career she wouldn't be able to finish. But you can see the strength, the work that she's done in the weight room, getting stronger and being able to finish at the rim.
Sammy Albertson hits the free throw. She'll get one more and puts it in. She's got 7 points here already. All 7 of their points in the second quarter, 9 overall. Here's the three, no good from the corner. Larkins pulls it down and gets it over to McGraw. Baseline jumper is up and good. Sammy Albertson. All 9 points here for Southeast Polk to start the second quarter.
Came in averaging 7.4 a game.
They built the 8-point lead here. Hey, keeping an eye on Larkins and McGraw, and what happens? Albertson goes nuts. Honnold throws it out. Great save again by her out to Zoe Young. Chappell down to Honnold. Honnold skips it across the top, almost throws it away, but Zoe Young will pull it down. Oh, she tried to force it inside to Honnold, and it's picked off there. Cruzy down the lane, blocked again by Grace Plummer. It's got to be 5 or 6 blocks by Valley. Here's a 3 by Zoe Young. She's got 14.
Valley needed that one, but didn't get back defensively.
Grace Larkin hits the bucket coming back, and timeout by Valley. We'll take a break and be back right after this on CISN.TV.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Back here at Valley High School, Southeast Polk has outscored them 11-5 to start the second quarter. Dar Danielson, Trent Condon, and Southeast Polk is just attacking from all over offensively. They're pushing it sometimes, or they're getting it down, going inside. If they don't get it set right away, somebody cuts and they look for it, or they put up the 3. So they're really putting big pressure on this Valley defense.
Well, and you see Southeast Polk, even after made baskets from Valley right away, they're getting the ball in and they are looking to push each and every time, not letting Valley get that defense set. You wonder if Coach Seegers and company, if they're going to look at changing defenses, maybe go to a lady-to-lady type defense, because that zone, I mean, Southeast Polk has had an answer for everything they've thrown their way.
And the problem with Valley, if you don't make the basket, you can't press them down here, and they get the rebound and push it up. So you got to make a few more baskets to get your press going, which they haven't been able to do yet here. So here comes Valley in the white against Southeast Polk. They trail now by 7. The biggest deficit's been 8. Shea Fuller looks. Zoe Young bracketed down there on the block. Over to Span. They bounce past it inside, and they get the foul called from behind. I think it might go on Liza Sutton. Or nope. Jessica Stewart, her second. It's the 14 foul.
And a first look at Meredith Riker into the game. Riker averages just a shade under 4 points per contest.
And Sammy Albertson back in for Southeast Polk. Down the lane, turnaround jumper, no good. Span drives in there, puts it up and gets fouled.
And for a post player, Span, real good free throw shooter, over 72% on the year.
Span puts it up and just off.
Jinxed her.
Yep. Cadence Williams back in for Southeast Polk. So Span will get another free throw attempt, a chance to get on the board. And misses both. Quickly throw out down the floor to Albertson. Now they reverse it over for 3, no good, and Zoe Young takes a miss of Candace Williams. She'll come down and put it up. Running one-hander is good, and Young has 16.
That's when Zoe Young's at her best.
5-point lead here for Southeast Polk. Inside, Dan rolls around and down for Maggie McGraw. Her first points here in the second quarter. She has 8. Lead back to 7.
Down the lane goes Young, and she'll draw the foul.
A foul on Southeast Polk's number 32, Maggie McGraw.
Maggie McGraw, her first. And that's 17 foul now, so Valley will be in the 1-1 in the final 3:43 here. Young at the line, hits the front end of the 1-1.
Well, these are the kind of games that Zoe Young thrives in, up and down, back and forth.
And misses the second free throw there. She's got 17 to lead all scorers. Scramble for it. Tie up will go to Valley. They got a bucket of candy down there in front of the arrow. I can't see where it is. Can you go down and bring that candy bucket up here so we can see the arrow?
Looking for a snack.
Bring the candy with you
Yeah.
too, will you?
I know how you're thinking, Dar.
Well, I just want to see the arrow.
Okay, yes.
It's nothing to do with the candy, of course. Zoe Young over to Span for three. Short. And Cruzy with the rebound. There's Albertson, no good. And Honnold gets the rebound. She'll push it back the other way. Honnold takes it all the way in and somehow gets the bounce. Looked like she was out of control, but she got the roll there.
That's a horse shot. You say prove it afterwards. Do that again.
There's a three. Good! Maggie McGraw, deep three. She's got 11 now. Back up to that 7-point lead. That's where they've been holding it here. And a foul inside. Grace Larkins.
Just the first against Larkins.
Yeah.
No foul trouble really on either side.
No, but it is the 8th foul on Southeast Polk and just 2 on Valley, and that's partly because Southeast Polk is getting down the floor and running the offense before the defense is getting there. Chappelle shoots it. Good. She's hitting 81% on this season.
As a team, 64% this year for the Tigers.
Second one is long. Cut the lead to 6. Turnaround jumper is good by Maggie McGraw.
Get it to the high post there against that zone. Always a weak spot.
So many weapons for Southeast Polk. Valley trying to run a little weave through the middle there. Now they'll put up a long three. Rattles down and out. Down the cylinder by Chappelle and out. They rotate it around. Now they'll put up the three. Cruzy misses, and Zoe Young runs it down. Had Grace Plummer up ahead, but didn't see her. Now here's the three. Zoe Young, her third three.
She is feeling it tonight.
And the lead down to 5. Shea Fuller with a foul. No problem there, though, because Valley just 3 team fouls. In fact, they got a chance to give a few here if they need to on a breakaway or something, as long as they don't foul too hard. Now Southeast Polk working it. Open three. Good! Who else? Maggie McGraw heating up. Boy, it's almost like these star players will see, well, you can do that. I can do better than that. And boom. Now driving is Shea Fuller. And I think she drew the foul from Larkins. Her second. Larkins will come out for the here, and Sutton will come in after Larkin gets her second. And Shea Fuller to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good crowd filling in here tonight.
Hits the free throw. That seems to be right now with the foul situation for Valley. Keep driving it. Keep trying to draw those fouls and get to the line. Oh, and that one just rolls around and out. So they get 1 out of 2 and trail by 7. And Southeast Polk now working it. McGraw to Sutton. Back over. He's got the best look at the 3. Now they'll take it down the lane. McGraw contorts and gets it through.
Such a tough move there. Again, the body control to finish.
12 points by McGraw here in the second. She's got 18 overall. Drive and the foul. I think that'll go against Sutton.
Sutton couldn't believe it, neither could Tracy Daly.
That's her 3rd and a 10th team foul. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free throws Valley's missed here.
Wow.
They're getting to the line, but not helping their cause here. And there's another one. Battle for the rebound. They go down, and that one will go, I think that'll go back to Southeast Polk. Yep.
30 seconds. Is this a hold for one
Oh,
shot?
I don't think so with these two teams. We could see 5 shots get off before this. Southeast Polk with a 9-point lead, their biggest of the ball game here. Driving down in, Albertson kicks it back out for 3. Good! J.C. Elliott.
Her first three-pointer of the year.
Up to 12-point lead, Valley. One shot here. Zoe Young dribbles, pulls up, misses at the buzzer. And it'll be a 46-34 lead here at the half. And we'll take a break, come back and look at the first half scoring after this on CISN.TV.
The Fletcher in Ankeny. Words cannot even begin to describe our Sunday brunch. You won't find a better Sunday brunch than what's being prepared for you. Try it this Sunday. The Fletcher, North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing. 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
Back here at Valley High School, halftime, Southeast Polk leading Valley 46-34. Dar Daniels along with Trent Condon. Let's run down the first half scoring for you. First for Southeast Polk, Maggie McGraw hit 12 points in that second quarter, 2 threes. She's got 18 overall to lead the Rams, 11 for Salmi Albertson. She had 2, 4, 6, 9 of those points in the second quarter. 6 for Grace Larkins, 3 each for J.C. Elliott, Jessica Stewart, and Riley Cruzy. And that's the scoring for Southeast Polk. For Valley, Zoe Young with 20. She had 9 points in the second quarter after 11 in the first. 8 for Alex Honnold, 3 for Shea Fuller, 2 for Grace Plummer, and 1 for Haley Chappell. It was 2019 Southeast Polk after 1, and then they outscored them 26-15 in the second quarter, Trent Condon, and really just showed some offensive firepower out of Maggie McGraw and Sammy Albertson both. While Grace Larkin's kind of quiet with just 6 points below her average, looking at it averaging about 21, but those two really kind of took it over.
They did, and McGraw did it in a lot of different ways. Her ability to get to the rim, her ability to get in the middle of the zone defense, and that's definitely got to be a concentration area, I think, for the Valley coaches here at halftime. What are you going to do defensively to get back into this game? You know you can score, you know you can put points on the board. You got to find a way to string together some stops, and they did not show an ability to do that throughout the whole first half.
And for Zoe Young, she's got 20, but it's a hard 20 because she's had to shoot long threes or work and go on the drive and get in. It's not been many easy open looks for her here tonight.
And they've been able, Southeast Polk has thrown a couple of different defensive looks at her, applying that pressure. And the good news from the Southeast Polk perspective, outside of Liza Sutton, they don't have much foul trouble. So they can throw Larkins at her for a while. They can throw McGraw at her. Sutton can still hang with her. They can throw a lot of different weapons, a lot of good defensive players for Southeast Polk to make it difficult for Zoe Young.
Yeah, Alex Honnold had 6 in the first quarter, but then they held her to 2 in the second, so need to get a little more scoring. As you said, defensively first, they got to get a few more stops there. And so far, even when they get him into the half-court set, Southeast Polk is making 3, 4, 5 passes before they cut or they shoot, so really making the defense work.
Well, and you do wonder now if they go and they decide maybe to pull back on that full court pressure, because it hasn't led to any turnovers. It hasn't led to anything in a positive direction for them, and just make a concerted effort. Let's get back defensively. Let's get set up in the half court and try to slow them down that way.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes in the first half for Southeast Polk. 1, 2, 3 for Valley. All 3 of those on Zoe Young. So outside, but they're doing it inside too. They haven't gone to the line very much. Let's see, the 2 that they did, they made, but just because they're moving the ball around and getting some open looks, cutting to the basket, doing a little bit of everything. We're at halftime here at Southeast Polk over Valley, 46-34. We'll take another break, come back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules, they're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
We're here at halftime, 46-34, Southeast Polk leading Valley. Let's talk a little bit more. Trent Condon in the Valley locker room. Joe Segrist, what's he talking about with his team in there.
I think it starts with the defensive end and anything that they can do to change this game up. If it's changing up the kind of full court pressure that they're doing, is it just dropping back? And we saw so much zone defense, and that's something that Coach Segrist, when he took over the program 6-7 years ago, he's really instituted. They do run a lot of zone because they don't normally have your traditional post player that you go through, and because of that, he's always felt that their best way to get stops is with that zone defense. But as a team that shoots it as well as Southeast Polk, 7 threes, as he mentioned, are in the first half already, might have to be time to come out of their comfort zone a little bit and go back to a person-to-person defense, go on that end, and apply some pressure and pick that up. If you're going to go with that person-to-person defense, you can pick it up higher, but the zone has been carved, and they've been, Southeast Polk gets it to the high post, find the open shooter. They've run the weave very effectively. That's got to be number one, finding a way to get something stops on the defensive end for them. And the second thing is, I think you need to get Shea Fuller going a little bit here. She has struggled in the first half, second leading scorer on that other end, not relying so much on Zoe Young. Try to get a couple of open looks early for Fuller.
And for Tracy Daly, you got to say, keep it up. You know, they're probably going to try to make a run at you, but don't quit passing the ball. Don't quit rebounding. Don't quit getting it up the floor. Just keep doing what you were doing, I think, huh?
Yeah, the game plan was top-notch for Coach Daly and her group, and yeah, that's always a dangerous thing, though. You play so well in a half, you don't make any adjustments at halftime because it's going well, and then you have to make that adjustment to the adjustment, see what Valley does, and that's something. Don't rest on your laurels. Yeah, you have a 12-point lead. A 12-point lead normally in a CIML game, that's big. Against Valley, though, the way that they can play and how quickly they can score, it's not like a normal 12-point lead, and making your girls realize that.
So we're getting ready to start the second half as number 4 Valley hosting number 2 Southeast Polk. Southeast Polk with just 1 loss, Valley with 2. Southeast Polk's only loss, a 69-65 loss to Dowling. And Valley lost by 2 to Mason City at Mason City, and then had a one where they got away from here in Waukee. And talk about good basketball teams. There's another one, Waukee, but I saw Southeast Polk kind of dismantle Waukee in a ball game too. So, you know, it's Southeast Polk has it kind of working pretty good right now. We'll see if they can keep it up in the second half. You see them come out here. It'll be Southeast Polk in the black uniforms. And the Valley will have the ball first, wearing the home whites.
And Zoe Young scored 20, didn't start in the game. Sat out about the first minute and a half. She'll get the start here in the second half, though.
Haley Chappell, Shea Fuller, Zoe Young, Alex Honnold in there, along with Grace Plummer to start the second half for Valley.
Southeast Polk going to kind of a 1-2-2 stack look here.
And Zoe Young trying to move through there. Now gets it outside. She'll drive. Runner is off. No good. Rebound to Berg. She gets it up quickly. Larkins. So Larkins gets the first bucket here to start the second half. She's had 6 in the first half. And that lead goes up to 14. The biggest here of the game for Southeast Polk. Fuller kicks it out. And take it away. McGraw up and good. Larkins.
Great job by McGraw there, making that defense clear, making sure you have the right angle, and being able to get it in there for the assist.
Well, that's exactly what Valley didn't want to see, is Larkins to start heating up after the first half McGraw and Albertson had. Over in the wing for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Honnold. She dumps it underneath and caught Grace Plummer off guard there. Zoe Young, nice pass into Honnold and can't get it to fall. That time maybe just a few too many passes. Just take it to the basket. There's Albertson. Gets Plummer up in the air.
Good use of the pump fake, get the defender in the air and get the foul.
That's her first, team's first. Here the half. There's a 3. Riley Cruzy hits the three, and a timeout called by Valley. They trail now by 19. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on CISN.TV. Back here at Valley High School, Southeast Polk on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. We saw them do that at the start of the second, an 11-5 run here against Valley. Just coming out of those quarter breaks, smoking.
And again, the adjustments that Coach Daly makes, while she's one of the best in the state.
Here's Valley now with the ball. They're in the white uniforms, trying to get back into this. Zoe Young's three is off. Rebound taken down by Larkins. Larkins will push it up the floor. Rotate it around. Cruzy looked at the three. Now over to Albertson. Cutting in there is McGraw. Back to McGraw.
Longest possession of the night, maybe.
Yeah, and they're in a man-to-man now. Valley is. And now backdoor cut. Larkins is up and good.
What a pretty play there.
6 points for Larkins here in this third quarter. Shea Fuller finally gets the wood off the hoop there for the Tigers after the 9-0 run.
Fuller with the old throw it off the back of the defender and try to get the layup. Everything but the finish.
That's McGraw's second. Centennial Ankeny leads Centennial 23-21 at the half, and there's a foul. Going to be called on Chapel, I think. Blocking foul, yep. Her second team foul. And Joe Sigris did not like that call at all. I think he thought she had her position there and got run into. There comes Valley again in that man-to-man defense. Southeast Polk switched up a little bit, and there's a three by Maggie McGraw. She's got 21.
Well, and when this Southeast Polk offense is rolling like this, there isn't anybody in the state, I think, that can slow them down.
Here's Zoe Young, jump stop, and puts it in, and Young. Yeah, we haven't seen was it City High ranked number 1. Haven't seen them play, but here's the steal. Now back the other way, Hoddled to Young, and the foul called. I think they're going to call that an intentional foul. Yep.
Yeah, Cruzy saw she was getting beat and then just grabbed the back. I mean, a 20-point lead, just can't do that.
Might have been more reaction than anything, as you were saying. 20-point lead, and it's like, wait a minute. So Honold to the free throw line. Wow, that's her first miss at the line. She was 4 of 4.
And as a team, Valley uncharacteristically missing a lot of free throws tonight.
And I think it's just indicative of the whole Southeast Polk. They're making them press on everything. Even at the free throw line, there's an urgency to get every point you can now. And that's kind of showing through. So on the intentional foul, they get the ball back after the free throws. Meredith Reeker back in there for Valley. Underneath, good look to Honnold. So they get a mini run here, 3-point run. Valley does. Cut the lead down to 17. There's a drive and a miss by Larkins. Now they'll run the other way. Up to Zoe Young and scores. Here we go.
24 for Young tonight.
Cut the 22-point lead down to 15. McGraw with it, throws it across court. Albertson has it stripped out of there. And then the foul called the other way. Technical foul
on Albertson.
She thought she got it clean, I think, or got fouled.
She thought she was hacked. It looked like it was clean on one side. You could hear some contact, though,
on the other.
with the second defender. And I think a good timeout here from Coach Daly.
Yeah. Timeout, and Tracy Daly had a few words to say there, too. All right, we'll have a technical foul shot here when we come back after this on CISN.TV.
For the ultimate one-of-a-kind game day experience, make a stop at the other place. The game is on and drinks are cold with game day specials for every fan. Serving Iowa's best pizza since 1970, it's the place for the whole family. With a mouth-watering menu and state-of-the-art audio-video system, make the OP one of the most exciting destinations for sporting events viewing. The other place, American Sports Grill and Pizzeria. Join in on this Iowa tradition, serving the Midwest since 1970.
Back at Valley. Well, he had an intentional foul a minute ago, and now a technical foul on Southeast Polk. And they're leading by 15, but a little frustration there by Albertson. She got blocked. It was called a block. She thought it was a foul and reacted. The crowd reacted, and the officials called it technical. And
I wonder if she had one of those magic words that led to the automatic.
Well, sometimes in high school, it's just if you protest too much.
It is. Don't get away with quite as much as you do at the collegiate or professional level.
No. Second free throw. Rattles in and good. So the lead now down to 13.
But here's what Valley's doing. They're stringing together a couple of those defensive stops in a row.
And they got a 9-0 run here against Southeast Polk. Cut that 22-point lead down to 13. There's the drive and the bucket. Honnold. Lead down to 11. That almost looked like a walk there by Stewart, but she gets the bucket and stops the run at 11. Zoe Young inside, can't get it to go. Pulls it out of there, back up and good. Zoe Young has 6 in the quarter, 26 overall. Here's Larkins for 3, rattles down.
What a time for the first 3 of the night. Things were tilting in the Tiger favor.
Block inside, and the foul is called on the rebound. Or is it? Yep. That'll go against Shea Fuller. Second. Third team foul on Valley. Liza Sutton comes in for Cruzy. And we're back to action. Been a lot of action here. Sutton drives, bounce pass underneath, great look, just a little too much for Larkins, but it goes off the hands there of Meredith Reeker and out of bounds to Southeast Polk.
Well, if you're Valley, you're just thinking about slicing this thing down, get it to single digits by the fourth quarter.
And Larkins cuts down the lane and puts it up and good. She's got 11 in the quarter here, 17 overall. Down the lane, up and good is Shea Fuller. Albertson dribbles it out of there. Valley's man-to-man has worked a little bit here, helped cut down that lead. Albertson to Larkins. Larkins spins, kicks it back out. Albertson will drive, and she traveled. Gave the fake and traveled.
Got the defender in the air, but just slid that back foot before she got the shot up. Some frustration over on the Southeast Polk bench.
They lead by 14. We'll take a break, come back with more after this on CISN.TV.
It takes more than a great price and great selection to continue to grow every year. We believe the reason is our core values. Hard work, we work hard for you. Integrity, it's not optional, it's required. We build trusting relationships and don't run when the problems arise. We're always improving the customer experience. It's been the Schottenkirk way for over 50 years. Schottenkirk Chevrolet, Waukee, and the all-new Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola.
Back at Valley High School, Southeast Polk takes a timeout. Trent, that shows you too. They get a call, a little bit of run, they call a timeout to settle things down. That shows how much they respect it. Valley can make a run back. You don't want to let them get anything rolling here.
Well, this isn't like the old Rock and Jock days on MTV with 25 pointers, but the way Valley can score, pretty close to it. Always have to be conscious of those runs.
Here's Valley with it now. Try to throw it over across the top. Larkins picks it off. She looks to her left. She'll take it all the way in. Zoe Young got it laid, a piece of that. And then a foul call, I think, on Spann on the putback. Yep. Jasmine Spann picks up her second. And that'll send Jessica Stewart to the line. 76% free throw shooter. Hasn't shot one tonight. She's got 5 points, make it 6. So she's got a 3, a 2, and a 1. And it's that one. To give her 7 points and get that lead back up to 16. Under a minute to play here. Valley with it. Inside, Spann goes up. And the official says straight up, good defense, no foul there, and here comes Southeast Polk. They go into the post and cutting down the lane, up and good. Liza Sutton off the feed from Jessica Stewart.
How many times have we seen that extra pass by Polk tonight?
Not only that, when you don't have the ball, you move. They cut into the lane, they're moving to get open when they don't have the ball. The Valley, see if looks like they're going to play for one here. Zoe Young with it up in the jump circle. Gets it back, 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Lob it over to Honnold for 3. No good at the buzzer. And Southeast Polk will take an 18-point lead into the fourth quarter. Hang on, who knows what could happen here. We'll be back with that after this on CISN.TV.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. To the Godfather Specialty Pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. You may have noticed it's starting to get cold outside, and if you're like a lot of folks, that old fireplace in your house isn't doing you much good. You need to replace that thing with a high-efficient gas fireplace from Heat & Glow. We're going to come in, take your old wood or gas fireplace out. We're going to replace it with a warm, cozy, high-efficient, easy-to-use fireplace from Heat & Glow. That'll be the best thing you ever did to your house. Come see us today, because nothing's better than a warm fire on a cold day.
Fans, you will see buckets around the gym right
We'll go to the fourth quarter here. Southeast Polk leading Valley 69-17. They've scored 20, 26, and 23 in each of the first three quarters. That's a pretty good scoring clip, and there's offensive foul called on McGraw.
Cleared out a little bit there, had that elbow, and underneath officials saw the swing. Third against McGraw.
Valley for three, rattles out and down, no good. And Albertson takes it coast to coast. She didn't score in the third quarter, but that's a bucket now here in the fourth, and she's got 13. Shot up, no good. Honnold puts it back and gets the foul.
Gonna need a bunch of that. Scoring with the clock stopped, important too, on a night where Valley struggled at the foul line.
Honnold hits it. Larkins picks up her third personal, and then they throw the ball away. Here comes Valley. Oh, rattles down and out. And then a foul called on the rebound. Plummer with the foul.
Normally you're looking to extend the game, and sometimes you can do that with the foul game. Not against Southeast Polk, though. Top team in the state with the free throw line, 78% on the year.
McGraw, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Grace Plummer. And down the lane, Fuller misses the shot, and the rebound comes off of McGraw, out of bounds. It'll stay with Valley. Jesse Stewart into the ball game for Southeast Polk. Valley gets it out quick, shot no good. Honnold right there, though, to put back the garbage.
She is tough inside.
She's got 5 here in the fourth quarter, and 18 overall. Valley needs some more points, though, trailing by 15. There's a steal, and a foul away from the ball called on Haley Chappell. And I didn't see what happened. I was watching the ball racing up the floor.
It was going the other way, and it looked like holding. And they've tried to get McGraw now a couple of times down there on the block. And Chappell gives up some size in there, so she's fighting, and they caught her with the fight.
They lob it out. Cruzy looked at the three. Sutton, now back Cruzy. Sutton. And there's a foul trying to come through there. Chappell will pick up another one. That's her third, but not only that, it puts Southeast Polk in a 1-on-1.
Well, and Chappell, she's been trying to face guard McGraw out there, keeping the ball out of her hands as much as possible. Southeast Polk, though, good ball movement, and they can certainly afford to run clock here with a 15-point lead.
Stewart to the line. And misses a 1-on-1. Zoe Young with the rebound. She'll go all the way down and puts it up and good. Zoe Young with 28 now. And again, a little mini run here by Valley. Cut the lead down to 13. Larkin spins, takes it up, and draws the foul against Shea Fuller.
Oh, that's a real smart move there with that step through by Larkins. talked about her footwork a little bit earlier in the game, and just so efficient with the basketball, and when she gets down into the paint, being able just to find enough of the angle to get the foul.
That's Shea Fuller's third. Larkins hits the free throw. Haley Chappell back in. She's playing with 3. As is Shea Fuller. Second free throw. Off, no good. Hoddle gets it up to Zoe Young quickly. Young takes it to the hole. And she draws the foul.
Well, if you're going to give up the bucket there, you just can't afford to add the foul to it.
That's the 4th on McGraw. 6th team foul on Southeast Polk. And Zoe Young hits the free throw. That's 31 for Zoe Young.
Well, we promised you points.
Yeah, McGraw will sit down with her 4th foul. Sutton in for her. The thing is, even with McGraw out of there, they still have scores. And speaking of that, there's Albertson. She's now got 15. And a travel call the other way on Chappell.
Well, they got it as close as 11 in the third quarter. Well, then the Rams were able to extend that lead back to 18.
Yeah, and it's been a couple runs. 11-5 run to start the second. And there's a spin and a foul as Larkin takes it to the hole.
Footwork again, Dar. Yeah. Tapping the toes around, spinning through, and finishing with the and one.
Shea Fuller picks up number 4. 19th foul. And Valley calls a timeout. Let's just keep it right here. And what do you do to stop this? It seems like somebody's stepping up all over the place here, Trent, for Southeast Polk.
Well, you mentioned the number of different weapons, and Larkins and McGraw have been great as anticipated, but how about Albertson tonight? She's done a lot of great things for Coach Daly's squad. Jessica Stewart off the bench. She's done a little bit of everything for them. J.C. Elliott the first half hit her first 3 of the year. This has been a complete team effort out of Southeast Polk.
And just overall defensively and offensively, moving the ball, passing the ball. We talked about it. Their movement when they don't have the ball has been big too. You get it into the post and then cut down there. Look for the pass. If it's not, get open. So Larkins will go to the line with 18 points, looking for number 19. She averages about 21, so she's right about that here now. And she puts that one right through. And back up to a 17-point lead.
Got a popcorn problem over on the side.
Spilled bag of popcorn, which if you hit it on this floor, you're going to go sliding, so they want to get that cleaned up.
Get the cleanup crew over there.
A couple of young fans over there. Spilled it. Here's Honnold. They'll reverse it over to Chappell. Now back up for 3. Oh, that down and out, but rebound comes off to Plummer. Plummer back over to Fuller. Zoe Young, top of the key for long 3. Rainbow 3. The rainbow connection, I guess you call that.
34 tonight for Zoe Young.
and they trail by 13 still. Inside Larkins. And has it blocked away. Zoe Young comes out of there, has it just stripped. Got a hand in there with Stewart. Oh, nice move by Albertson. Looked one way and then took it right to the basket.
Take the pass, finish yourself.
And Southeast Polk not stopping the hustle here, even though they got the big lead. Zoe Young for three. Good! Whoa! 37 for Zoe Young. Larkins comes back the other way. And Haley Chappell comes up limping a little bit. Holding her calf there.
She will have to exit.
Yeah, she didn't want. She's saying, I don't want to go out, but you have to when they stop the game like that. And that just shows you the competitiveness too here. Valley down, but man, they are still battling here.
Well, these teams know that this isn't going to be it. You know, they understand that this very well could be something we see in the state championship game coming up in March. These two teams are that high level of teams. I'd sign up for another one of these matchups down on the big court at Wells Fargo Arena.
Yeah, that adds a little more dimension to it too.
Yes.
Really dimension because you get a little longer court there. And I had a little question about who had the ball and what happened when they stopped it, I think.
I think it was something with the clock.
Yeah. Okay, they put 3 seconds back on the clock, 3:42. One thing I'm glad in high school they don't have is the video replay. I mean, in college, and you're seeing them stop it all the time for little things. Down the lane, no, nice little move. Shea Fuller finishes with the left hand. Does Valley have one more run in him here? And there's the answer.
This is the second bucket of the second half for Maggie McGraw.
She's got 23. Skip over the top for three. Grace Plummer. Oh, they're going to call a foul there on Grace Plummer. She must have given her a little bit of the body because it seemed like.
Up high it looked clean, but underneath.
Yeah, here it looked like Jessica Stewart just came down on her foot and fell down, but official right down there, and Stewart goes to the line. And they're in the double bonus now. Haley Chappell comes back in.
Good to see her okay with that ankle injury. Back out there.
So every time Valley makes a run, Southeast Polk has answered so far here as we hit the 3-minute mark. Valley down by 13. Zoe Young with it. Crosses over. Runner. No good. Tries to slap it out of there, but Sammy Albertson comes away with the ball. Gets it off to McGraw. McGraw dribbles down the lane. Up and good.
The seas parted for Maggie McGraw.
25 for her. Chappell brings it over. Down the lane, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound slapped around, it's going to go off Valley. Valley's caught in that. There's an urgency to move fast, but you want to get a good shot.
Yep.
And, you know, because if you rush it, then it just digs a hole deeper. So they're kind of caught here. Now they're going to go into some full court pressure again.
Not trapping out of it, though.
And McGraw just said, everybody get out of the way. She dribbles it across, gets it to Larkins. Southeast Polk not giving up on the attack here. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Now they'll throw it down to Albertson. Inside to Larkins and good. 8 for Larkins here in the fourth. She's got 23. Or make it 25. And that one's up off the basket, no good. Rebound comes down to Southeast Polk. Had the lead to 22. Valley got it down to 11, but was unable to get it below double digits here in the second half.
Two different times, both in the third and fourth quarter, but could never get over that hump. And when you're playing against a team as efficient as Southeast Polk, that's what makes those comebacks. And Dar, you mentioned that at the top. This is not a team that you can afford to get down to if you're Valley. You saw the same thing happen against Waukee. They're just too good, too efficient on that offensive end to make a big comeback.
And Southeast Polk at the 90-point mark. And Valley's got 72. Normally a 72 is going to win you a lot of ball games.
Yeah, Valley came in averaging 71.7, which was number one in the state.
And usually hits both of them there. It's taken away again off the block. And that'll stay with Southeast Polk. And looks like Valley's going to send in several players off the bench. With the 19-point game here, they're going to say, okay. Reeker, Megan Weiss comes in. Jasmine Spann comes in. Also Maggie Hall is in there. And Anna Bernhard for Valley. And Magda McGowan in for Southeast Polk as we hit a minute to go. That's Grace Rosenboom for Southeast Polk. J.C. Elliott back in. Now in this final minute, Southeast Polk is just going to burn the clock down here. And they're going to move to 12-1 on the season.
Well, and Southeast Polk has a chance to go on a real nice winning streak here as it sits after this one at 9 consecutive. Outside of a road trip to Mason City over the next couple of weeks, a pretty soft schedule. They very well might run the table until their next big matchups against Waukee and Johnston coming up in February.
Southeast Polk misses that one. And that road trip to Mason City isn't anything easy.
It isn't.
Valley found that out. I think Dowling lost up there. It's you got to go on that long road trip, and Mason City has a really good ball club.
And the Meyer girl, fun to watch, certainly.
Well, that'll go out of bounds with 3.4 to play. And that will just about do it here as Southeast Polk will get the win 72-91 here against Valley. And we're going to take a break. We'll come back, run down the scoring, and wrap up this girls ball game after this on CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here at Valley High School, the final, Southeast Polk over Valley, 91-72 as I try to add up the scoring here.
I think I got them all, Dar.
You got them all?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
It's kind of a difficult one to do, though.
Well, this is my first game back in January, and it's like, wow. But
You didn't ease into it, that's for sure.
Well, I know I got Larkins and McGraw for 25 each. Is that what you had?
Same there.
Okay. Then 17 for Albertson. Is that right?
We're right on, yes.
Okay. 8 for Riley Cruzy.
Yep.
And 9 for Jessica Stewart. Yep. Okay. Then 4 for Liza Sutton and 3 for Candace Williams.
J.C. Elliott had the triple in the first half.
Yep. 3 for her. So hopefully that adds up to 91. For Valley, I think I'm a point short somewhere. I know Zoe Young had 37. Then what do you have?
Next up, Alex Honnell. She finished with 18 points. Shea Fuller with 11. 5 from Grace Plummer and a point from Haley Chappell.
Okay, Shea Fuller, I missed one on hers, so that adds up. So it was 2019 Southeast Polk after 1, 46-34 at the half, Southeast Polk, 69-51 after 3 in the final, 91-72. And Trent, just an outstanding performance here all around for Southeast Polk tonight.
It was, and it was all throughout the game. It was different players at different times, 25 apiece for the Stars and Larkins and McGraw, but how about the performance out of Albertson? Not just on the offensive end. She did a really nice job on the boards, and a team, again, that needs to work on that. In a game like this where there's going to be long rebounds with both teams, shooting three-pointers and getting out there and getting a lot of shots, she did a nice job with that. Stewart off the bench. She had a big night with 9 points. We mentioned Elliott hitting her first 3 of the season. Good to see that for Southeast Polk. And you look at it, Larkins, 6 is all she had in the first half. In the second half, McGraw, she had just 7. But it was vice versa. They each kind of took their half in terms of the scoring load. This Southeast Polk team, it was all throughout the game. 20 points in the first, 26, 23, 22. Efficient each and every quarter. When they're rolling like this, they are tough to stop.
But then we saw Valley. They made some runs there. They just didn't. Maybe the hole was a little bit too big, and then they didn't string it together enough offensively or defensively. It just seems like you can't waste a possession against Southeast. The way they were tonight, you couldn't waste anything defensively or offensively against them.
You just can't, and you can. And there's some teams that I think you can make comebacks on, and if you find yourself in a hole. But that shows you just how well coached Southeast Polk is, too, because every time that run would happen, they put themselves in a good position to stop the run, to get a good possession, to run the right set. Whatever it took to end those runs, the efficiency of the Southeast Polk team was incredible tonight. And I think a learning step now going forward for West Des Moines Valley, understanding we're going to have to do something defensively going forward against teams like Southeast Polk.
Yeah, because even Valley, you had Zoe Young, 38, you had 2 other players in double figures, but step it up a little more there. And then defensively, it was just, and part of that is Southeast Polk, the way they move the ball so well, and just, look for their shots, and they controlled the tempo. We talked about that.
Yes.
They were either pushing it, or when they got in the half court, they really moved it around, a lot of passes before they even took a shot.
And Coach Segrist, he tried a lot of different things on the defensive end of the floor, but every button that they would push, they couldn't find whatever matchup it is. They went man-to-man. They went zone. They had full court pressure. They went full man. They went full trapping. They tried a lot of different things, but nothing could work against this squad. And because of that, it's going to be difficult kind of going forward now. If you do see Southeast Polk down the road, what's the game plan? What do you come up with? Because you tried so many things tonight, and nothing came to fruition.
So the final here tonight, 91-72 Southeast Polk. They go to 12-1. On the season, they're ranked number 2 in the ratings that came out yesterday. Valley falls to 10-3. They're rated number 4 in the rankings. And, of course, with those coming out on Thursday, it always is a little bit of a change, although it's been kind of steady the last couple weeks. But the final here, 91-72 Southeast Polk over Valley. We're going to take a little bit of a break. Then we'll come back, and we'll have the boys' half of our doubleheader after this on CISN.TV.
During the year-end holiday tag event at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola, all vehicles are tagged with one low price. New bonus tagged 18 Ford F-150s up to $14,000 off MSRP. Your choice. Up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 18 Ford Explorer and new 18 Ford Edge. Year-end tag event in Indianola, including thousands under retail value on Schottenkirk certified pre-owned vehicles. Hurry in for best selection. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com. During the year-end holiday tag event at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola, all vehicles are tagged with one low price. New bonus tagged 18 Ford F-150s up to $14,000 off MSRP. Your choice. Up to $8,500.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Every month or so, there's another story in the media about when and how often we need to get our mammograms. Kind of confusing. When this happens, I like to consult with experts. So I called Iowa Radiology. They recommend women get an annual mammogram starting at age 40. They know that it's the best way to detect cancers early and save lives. And that's good enough for me. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule your mammogram. Iowa Radiology, our focus is your good health.
The Fletcher in Ankeny. Words cannot even begin to describe our Sunday brunch. You won't find a better Sunday brunch than what's being prepared for you. Try it this Sunday. The Fletcher, North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny. The Fletcher.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
Trent Condon, Dar Danielson back with you at Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines. Game 2 of our doubleheader. It's the West Des Moines Valley Tigers hosting the Southeast Polk Running Rams. Game 1 went to the Rams in girls action. Final score there, 91-72. Dar, Game 2 on the boys' side. Southeast Polk was the favorite on the girls' side. Have to say Valley would be the favorite here on the boys' side of things.
Yeah, and I did a Southeast Polk game early on in the season. I think it was over in Ankeny, and their Coach Alan Jenkins, he said, hey, we're young, we're learning how to win. Even our guys that are seniors haven't played a lot, and so he said, but we're going to build on it, and it's going to, he goes, we're going to lose some games, but we're going to build, and they've been building. I think they lost their first 5, and then they won a couple, and then they lost a few, but, they've been steadily making some progress, I think, throughout the season here.
Yeah, won 4 of their last 5 now coming into play tonight, including their win Tuesday night against a ranked Ames team that has a couple of high-level D1 players on that Ames little Cyclone squad. So I think that step, and when you talk about a first-year head coach and Coach Alan Jenkins here, sometimes those are the moments that you need, an upset, something that is a surprise to a lot of people to get these kids to start to buy in, to start to believe that what I'm doing, what we're doing as a team is going to come to fruition down the line.
And doing that tonight, though, is going to be tough because this Valley team, they're good and they're long. They have some good size. They have some length. Gut Yang, he's now up in the double figures scoring, but early on in the season he wasn't as big a scoring role, but he's a big presence under the basket defensively, rebounding and getting those long arms up. And Evan Obia has been a real having a real good season for him here too, as he's come on and played real well in his senior season. And then, of course, Trayvon Williams, we've seen him kind of mature through the last few seasons here and get better. So they got 3 guys there averaging double figures at top. And then you got Sam Stevens, who also is right in there almost at double figures. So it's another one of those things of how do you stop them offensively? And then when you go on offense, on defense, how do you get through that length, and how do you get a second shot up? How do you avoid the block with the size that they have?
Well, I think you're going to see tonight Southeast Polk certainly is going to try to slow things down here. They don't want to get in a running match here against Valley. They want to make this more of a half-court game, a game more in the 50s. So pacing compared to what we saw in game number 1, probably going to be completely different here on the boys' side.
Yeah, and they're going to want to try to work it and get that open shot, get Sam Glenn open for a long shot, or work it in. And Hackbar too, the senior, they've tried to work him in a little more too. And then Sam Glenn, the other Glenn, the brother there, and we've seen them be patient, and at times, in a couple of games I've done, the coaches had to call a timeout and said, no, we're getting, even though we're behind, we got to still run our offense. We still got to work it. You can't just come down and jack up a shot. So I think we've seen a lot of good coaching so far out of Alan Jenkins this season, and it's going to take a lot here tonight if they want to get an upset.
Well, let's take a look here at our starting lineups and start with the team on the home side of the scoreboard. That is the West Des Moines Valley Tigers. 9 victories this year, against 2 losses. They are ranked number 9 in the latest Associated Press rankings that came out earlier this week, and they will go like this. Starting with the senior, number 2, Agak Dang. Dang comes into this one, 3rd in the team in scoring at 10.8 points per contest. He's joined by Evan Obia. Obia, the leading scorer for the Tigers, at 13 per contest. Sam Stevenson, another senior, gets the start tonight for the Tigers of West Des Moines Valley, joined by senior Trayvon Williams. Williams second on the team in scoring at 12.2 per contest. And the big man in the middle, 6'8", Will Berg. Berg averaging 8.5 points per contest. Second on the team with 67 rebounds on the year. On the other side for Southeast Polk, the Rams come in with that 4-6 record, though winners of 4 of their last 5, including the upset win that they pulled off against Ames on Tuesday night. They will go like this, starting in the backcourt, sophomore, 5'10", James Glenn. James Glenn second on the team in scoring at 10 per contest. He is joined by number 10, Daniel Hackbarth, senior 6'1", Hackbarth, averaging 5.7 per contest. Sam Glenn, the senior, 6'3", leading scorer for Southeast Polk, coming in averaging 14 points per contest and a team leading 25 triples on the year, shooting 44% from downtown. Dominic Chagiago, another sophomore in the starting lineup. He comes into this one, 3rd on the team in scoring, 6.9 points per game. And the final starter for Southeast Polk, number 44, Malachi Williams, 3rd sophomore in the starting lineup. The big man, 6'6", comes in averaging 5.7 per contest, efficient from the floor, shooting 55% from the field. It'll be Glenn Hackbarth, Glenn Caggiano, and Williams, the starting 5 for Rams. And again for the Tigers, Dang, Stevenson, Obia, Berg, and Williams.
And Valley trying to, get back up the top of there too. They've had some good teams over the last few years here. Lost some to graduation, but again, trying to make a statement and trying to get back into the postseason, get back to Wells Fargo, and then make a run there. And B.J. Windhorst has them playing pretty well right now.
Obia, a very interesting story, a kid that was anticipated for Coach Windhorst's team a year ago to help out, had a knee injury. He's come back, and I think he's been even a brighter spot. They thought this was a kid that, maybe by the time we got here after winter break, he'd be a guy making a big impact. He was ready to go right from the get-go.
And it's funny how that's seniors sometimes. You see that clock ticking down. He's lost time to injury, so he comes out and it's like lay it all out there, and he has been a very, very pleasant surprise for Valley here at the start of this season so far.
Head coach B.J. Windhorst has led West Des Moines Valley to the state tournament, done a great job with this program, taking over for Jeff Horner, assistant Matt Carter on that side, Alan Jenkins, his assistant, Sam Edwards, and Brandon Krause. Southeast Polk traveling black uniforms with the yellow lettering and the white trim. West Des Moines Valley, new uniforms again this year. Coach Windhorst does a good job with that. White uniforms with the orange numbers and the black trim. Berg tips it back. Valley will get the opening possession, and we are underway in Game 2 of our doubleheader on CISN.TV and streaming at KXNO.com. Right corner 3 for Stevens. Ring it up. Right away, Sam Stevens hits his team leading 24-3 of the year.
I always like that when that first one falls through like that. That tells you there might be some good things to come tonight.
Took less than 20 seconds for the Tigers to get on the scoreboard. Now Polk with their first possession. On the left side with it is Hackbarth. Flip back to Glenn. Glenn cross court. Caggiano on the drive, took a bump, threw it away. Through the hands of Malachi Williams. Wasn't ready for that pass.
Yeah, and there again, he got in there, saw that size, and tried to dish it off. And a little too close to Williams on that pass. But the size already playing a factor in this.
Trayvon Williams running the point for the Tigers, as he's done over the last 3 seasons. Stevens thought about another 3, passed it up. Williams stepped through, got the bucket. Tough shot there in the lane for Trayvon Williams.
You like to see this out of Valley. They're coming out, going right to their offense. Sometimes you see a team that's got a losing record, and you come out and Oh, we don't have to press as hard.
Glenn brings it up across pressure, flips to his brother Sam Glenn. Sam Glenn on the return, on the drive, throws it up and in. Tough shot there by Sam Glenn, and Southeast Polk gets on the scoreboard. We got a quick whistle, official coming over. I believe a warning touching the ball as it came through the net.
It came through the net, yeah. Got to just let it drop through there.
5-2 our score. 85 seconds gone by. Berg sets a high screen for Williams. Handoff Stevens. Through the lane into the corner again. Stevens, that's where he hit a three to begin the ball game. Back around comes Valley. Look inside. Here's Berg with his first opportunity and finishes with the baby hook.
Yeah, they're first inside into the post there, and everybody's connecting here. Have they missed yet? They haven't, have they?
Efficient offensive set when you don't miss. Here's a drive inside. Hackbarth can't get it to go, but he was fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws.
And that time he got the body into the defender there and forced that foul against the bigger player.
Hackbar steps to the foul line, 64% on the year, 16 of 25 coming into play. Back irons the first, he'll have one more. Hackbarth fourth in the team in scoring, 5.7 per contest. An empty trip there, skying for the rebound is Will Berg. Williams on the drive, goes up, reverses, and finishes with the left hand.
A little bit of flair out of Trayvon Williams.
Can't give up baseline. Williams finishes, and it's 9-2 Tigers. On the drive, up off the window, no good. Tap back, another opportunity, this time finding the angle.
Yeah, Cagio, he's a good little player too. He can attack the basket. He has some moves also.
One of three sophomores in the starting lineup. Abia for three off the mark. And Caggiano with the rebound for the Rams. Glenn running the point. This is James Glenn, the sophomore. Gets it on the return on the right side. Looks to the top. Jab step. Firing up a three. Had a good look at it. Little quick shot, though, off the mark. 3 minutes gone by in the opening quarter, 9-4. Williams in the lane, and he was grabbed.
Yeah, for Southeast Polk, they may want a few more passes before throwing up that three. Work the clock a little more and get a little bit better shot.
First substitution for B.J. Windhorse and the Valley Tigers as they welcome in Drew Jurek, a junior. Also Jake Auer into the game, another junior. Looks like Coach Windhorse going a little deeper than he has in past seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, inside. Good look there. And the finish for Dang.
And that's a play that Dang was not finishing earlier on in the season. He'd go in there and he'd be worried about, getting it blocked or something, which I don't know why with his size, but he's gotten better at finishing that in on the post.
Dang averaging 10.8 per contest. And he hits the free throw, finishing the three-point play. 12-4 early lead for the Tigers. On the drive, Caggiano got bumped, tosses it back for Williams, swatted from behind by Williams. Still open three for Glenn. That one too strong. Ball tipped around and secured for the Tigers. An hour ahead to Williams. Williams through the lane. Open three from the corner. Ring it up. Drew Jurek with the triple. Timeout on the floor. Valley 15, Southeast Polk 4. Back with more on CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly
4:21 remaining in the opening quarter. West Des Moines Valley a 15-4 lead over Southeast Polk. Game 2 of our doubleheader on CISN.TV. Trent Condon, Dar Danielson with you. Glad to have you aboard on a cold Friday night. The winter weather getting ready to come in. That one kicked out of bounds. It'll remain with Southeast Polk.
And here again, Southeast Polk, you're down 11 halfway through the first quarter, but you still need to run your offense and get a good shot. Coming down and start putting up threes is not going to get you back in the game.
Glenn goes to the right side. Caggiano. He'll fire up the three. That one left short. Williams kept it alive for a moment, but it taps out of bounds and back to the Tigers.
But it wasn't a bad one. He was wide open.
Yeah.
You know? that was a good shot. It just didn't fall.
Well, that's the other thing. They're going to lay off you. You got to fire those ones up, but they've had a couple of looks. Got to hit those open ones.
And the problem against Valley, you don't get many second looks. With their size, they're going to beat you on the boards.
Tigers working now, double-digit lead in the post. Here's Dang, strong move and gets the roll. Got Dang. He's got 5, and it's a 13-point Tiger lead. Rams searching for answers. Up front, Caggiano goes to the left side, and Glenn. James Glenn, the sophomore, crosses over. Tried to drop it for Williams. And a save back. Caggiano on the drive. Runner finds the mark. Dominic Caggiano, the sophomore, with the deuce.
Not quite sure what to do. It's a drive, and then he gets the steal.
Back the other way, puts his head down, swatted out of bounds. That was a volleyball spike. We saw plenty of that in November, Dar.
I cannot tell you how much Dang's confidence in attacking defensively and offensively has improved from when I saw him in December to now in this game. It's just amazing how much he's improved.
Dang and Changers check out. Another look for the Rams. Caggiano, and on the drive, goes to the corner. Hand off Glenn. Return up front. Hackbarth gets to Williams. Williams inside. Pump fakes. Goes up. Berg with the swat. Another look, though, for Southeast Polk. Keeping it alive. Dropped and tapped away. Stolen. Here comes Valley quickly the other way. Obia. He had it blocked out, but it'll stay with the Tigers. Leading scorer for the Tigers, Evan Obia. 13 per contest. 5 players, though, averaging over 8.5 a game.
And he hasn't gotten on the board yet, but he really hasn't had to. That was his best opportunity. He can push it or he can distribute it.
Obia gets it in as the Tigers go to the high post, and Wilberg gets a double team, goes up that baby hook, left it short, and rebounded by Southeast Polk. Fred Johnson into the game for the first time, wearing number 12. Hands off to Glenn. In the corner, Caggiano pump fakes, drives. Had it swatted from behind, though. Good recovery by Will Berg. Tigers into the front court for 3. Auer with the triple. A little instant offense off the bench there for Auer.
And again, off the block defensively.
Just over 2 minutes left. We got a blocking foul.
It's Auer, I think it'll be.
They will get Auer for his first. Team foul number 2. Substitutions. Caleb Cryer will come in for Southeast Polk. And Stevenson, back in for the Tigers. In the left corner. On the drive, Glenn got bumped, flips it out. Open 3, Caggiano got it to go. Hot start for Caggiano. He's keeping Southeast Polk in striking distance, 20-9, with 1:50 to play in the opening quarter.
In that other ball game, Centennial downs Ankeny 47-32, and Paul Yeager says they're now having a cake auction between games. So I'd like a chocolate coconut or German chocolate cake.
That sounds pretty good. I could handle one of those. I'll help you with it.
Okay, fine.
Make the call to Ankeny.
Put the bid in there, Paul. I'll text him.
Obia in the front court for West Des Moines Valley. Stevens between the circles. Had it to Auer, had it tapped back, able to regain control in the corner. Looks to the post and Berg. Double team comes, gets it out quickly. Stevens for 3. Too strong, out of bounds.
Valley patient there, got a good shot, but again, just a little long on it.
Now, I'm not going crazy, right? It's Sam Stevens, right?
What's that?
It's Sam Stevens, right? Number 10 for Valley?
Yeah.
Because it says Stevenson here.
Yeah, it's Stevens.
That's what I thought. I've called his games for a couple of years now. Didn't know if it was a new kid that just transferred in. That looks exactly like Sam Stevens. Crossover dribble in the lane. Try to draw the contact there. Fred Johnson, and turns it over. Minute left in the opening quarter. Stevens on the drive, drops it for Berg. He was bumped. That'll be team foul number 3 against Southeast Polk. As Cryer got hit with the foul, 5'10" junior. 52 seconds remaining. Urich back to Williams. Williams in the lane. Looking for help, finds it. Stevens, 3, you bet. Couple of triples there in the opening quarter for Sam Stevens. He's got 6, and it's a 14-point lead. Stevens came in shooting 40% from downtown, a couple here already. Caggiano on the drive, drops it underneath. Block shot by Berg. Skied for that one, 3-on-2 the other way. Obia can't get it to go. Ball still loose, coming from out of bounds is Glenn. It'll stay on the Tiger side.
If he'd have got one more foot down, he'd have been all right, I think. But I got 5 blocks here in the first quarter for Valley.
Defensive intensity for Coach Winhor's squad.
And several of those, probably 4 of them, they turned into points in the other end.
Final 15 seconds as Williams will dribble it back to the jump circle. Looking for one final shot in the opening quarter. Lost his footing for a moment. Ball loose, and we'll get a jump ball. Possession arrow points the way of Southeast Polk. 2.8 showing on the clock. Valley going to apply some full court pressure. Glenn looking for help. Got it in. Against a double team. Throws it up off the side of the backboard. No good. One complete in West Des Moines. Valley 23, Southeast Polk 9. We're back with more on CISN.TV.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
It takes more than a great price and great selection to continue to grow every year. We believe the reason is our core values. Hard work, we work hard for you. Integrity, it's not optional, it's required. We build trusting relationships and don't run when the problems arise. We're always improving the customer experience. It's been the Schottenkirk way for over 50 years. Schottenkirk Chevrolet, Waukee, and the all-new Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola.
Troy Condon and Dar Danielson back with you in Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines. The Valley Tigers all over Southeast Polk early 23-9. Dar, what are the Rams going to have to do to get back in this one in the second?
Continue working that offense. They're not going to be able to drive in very much, but Credit Valley, they're shutting off the outside shot. They aren't getting many good outside looks.
There's Williams with a strong finish against a double team. He's got 6 already, and the lead extends 25-9. Southeast Polk searching for answers. Caggiano will try an open 3, side iron no. And Stevens rebounds for the Tigers. Out ahead to Williams. Tricky dribble. Flipped around. Berg into the corner. Abia. Abia takes a bump and a foul. Working the 2-man game over there with Deng. That'll be team foul number 4, and they got Sam Glenn, the leading scorer, his second. He's going to have to be careful here.
They're working so hard to shut off the post inside that it just opens up the outside for Valley too.
Abia baseline drive, drops it back for Berg, nearly out of bounds. Berg couldn't get a handle on it. Now he has it in the high post. Looking for Deng. They'll reset the offense with Williams between the circles.
I like the patience out of Valley here. Just taking their time, working for a good shot.
Double high screen for Williams. Right side Stevens. Berg in the block. Double team comes out. Dang for three. No good. And the rebound for Southeast Polk. Sam Glenn nearly taken away. Glenn gets it back into the front court. Caggiano drives baseline and a foul. Going to get Deng on the hold.
Deng he's only shot 17 threes and only made 3, but occasionally if he's open, he'll shoot it.
Gonna guess that Coach Windhorst would like to see maybe that number dissipate.
Yeah. Depends.
If it's open, take it, but let's not force anything.
Here, when you got a lead, 16-point lead, okay.
That's the time for it. Ball flipped to the backcourt. And setting up is Sam Glenn. He'll hand to his brother James Glenn, the sophomore, wearing number 1. Caggiano, another sophomore on the right wing. To the high post and Glenn. Back to James Glenn. Off a high screen from Williams. Gets Williams underneath. Pump fake goes up. Finishes and one. Nice work there, Malachi Williams.
Taking advantage of an aggressive blocking defense.
First bucket of the night for Williams.
Got his second personal.
Team foul number 4. And Williams completes the three-point play. Good free throw shooter
77,
for the...
yeah, you like to see that out of the big guy. You're going to get fouled, make those free throws and make them pay.
Nice building block piece, I think, for the future going forward. We mentioned one of those 3 starters from the sophomore class. Good base being built here for Alan Jenkins' squad. 25-12, 6:15 to play in the first half. Stevens open 3. Left it short. Tapped out of bounds, and we're going to get a foul reaching through. They're going to get Deng again.
Yep.
So just like that, Deng's got a quick 2 here in the second quarter.
If he hadn't got into his back, he almost could reach over and pull that down with his size, but he got too far up on the back of the guy who was trying to block him out.
James Glenn had it taken away. Stevens on the steal, and then a foul. They'll get Hackbarth on the bump. Team foul number 5 against Southeast Polk. With 6:02 left. And back into the game. Drew Urich will come in for the Tigers. Urich and Auer both with 3s off the bench. And a couple of 3s for Stevens. One of 4 3-pointers tonight. And a 13-point lead for West Des Moines Valley. Stevens left wing. Looking for a screen. Gets it. Goes to the high post. Taken away. Hackbarth on the steal. Steps through. No good. Just strong. There's Williams again. Can't get it. And Williams goes up for the rebound. He wants to push. Looking for numbers. Now penetrates through the lane. Can't get the roll. Rebounded by Malachi Williams for Polk. Rams back the other way. Up and back and forth, and we got a foul. It'll be 2 free throws for Caggiano.
Good attack in the basket there. You saw that last series, though, how those 5 blocks in the first quarter there's a tendency to want to get it up on the glass quick. And some point-blank shots down there they missed.
Dominic Caggiano leading the scoring for Southeast Polk. He's got 8 after the made free throw and has 1 more, 71% free throw shooter. Berg will come back in. Will Berg, an intriguing D1 basketball prospect, already with some offers. Coming into his junior campaign, 1 out of 2 for Caggiano. 25-13 our score. Williams, a nice pass underneath, and the finish. Urich with another bucket, but credit to Williams for the assist. 27-13, just over 5 minutes to play, and Hackbarth tried to come to a stop, but that back foot drug with them. A turnover gives it back to Valley.
Yeah, and he's one of the seniors there that's trying to help, move these younger guys ahead. He's had bigger roles than past years on these teams, but...
Inside Berg, there's that baby hook, got it again. He catches it that deep, Dar, not much you can do against him.
When he's got that pivot and turns, man, it's hard to block him with his size.
Caggiano in the corner for Southeast Polk. Looks up top to Hackbarth. Picks up his dribble. Two-man game in the corner. Caggiano tries to spin, throws it up, too strong, and rebounded by Urich. Urich ahead. Obia takes the bump, and one finishes off the window and in. Evan Obia with the deuce, his first points of the night, and a chance at three.
That last little bringing that arm down by Glenn, he might have gotten away without a foul there, but he kind of brought the arm in, and he knew it as soon as he did it.
Josiah Cole will come into the game for the first time for Southeast Polk. Cole, quarterback for that Rams squad that
kind of surprised everybody at the late run, didn't they?
They did. He did a nice job all the way to the Unidome. Great season for them. Here's Williams in the post, had it blocked. There's Berg. 31-13 our score. Obia trying to heat up, can't find it. And then a foul. They're going to get Berg on the rebound attempt.
Hackbarth with good position there to shield him off.
And it'll be a 1-and-1. So they'll walk down to the other end. Deng will come in for the Tigers. Also Jake Auer back in for Berg and Stevens. Second foul against Will Berg, as Hackbarth will toe the free throw line. 16 of 25 on the year. Got the roll. Friendly on that end of the gym.
Yeah.
And the bonus for Daniel Hackbarth. 4:04 left here. A 31-15 lead after the second made free throw. Just over halfway through, half the quarter left, 4:04 remaining.
Fred Johnson back in, replacing Malachi Williams for Southeast Polk.
As Trayvon Williams will run the point for the Tigers. Off a high screen, goes back. Thinking about the three, passing it up. Obia now on the left wing. Up top to Auer, right side Williams. Williams crosses over his dribble. Now back. Patient offensive set for the Valley Tigers. Take it away. Here comes Cole. End to end. Can't get it. Ball bouncing around and rebounded by Hackbarth. Cross court. Found Cole. And a reset.
Backboard still shivering a little bit after that last one.
Through the lane, too strong. No good. Cole with the putback and the bucket. Josiah Cole gets in the scorebook quickly off the bench. And it's 31-17. Southeast Polk trying to hang around here against the 9th-ranked Valley Tigers. Deng from the top of the key. Into the left corner, Urich. Now Obia. Urich gets it back. Goes to Deng in the post. Double team came, then went away. He's going to go. Can't get the roll. And the rebound for Hackbarth.
Another good strong move, though. Even though it didn't go, he turned and good power move to the basket.
You mentioned confidence. You can really see that with him. Glenn thought about the three. Instead goes to Hackbarth on the drive through the lane. Too strong. Offensive rebound going up. Can't get it again. And we got a foul. Looks like they're going to get a push from the back there on Fred Johnson. That'll be team foul number 7. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity on the other end.
I think Deng will shoot it. He stood his ground in there.
Hackbarth going to get a breather. Stevens back in for West Des Moines Valley. 31-17. As Deng, 51% coming in. 24 of 47, too strong. And a missed opportunity there for Valley. 2.5 left before halftime. Southeast Polk looking to cut into a 14-point deficit. Caggiano, hands on the weave to Glenn. Glenn, pump fake, step back. No. Oh. Good look at it, couldn't get it to go, dropped underneath. Blocked from behind by Deng. Another look for the Rams, and this time the finish. Plenty of opportunities. We're going to get a timeout. BJ Windhorse wants to talk it over with the squad. They've been giving up a number of offensive rebounds. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds. 31-19 Valley on CISN.TV. .207 left in the first half. It's West Des Moines Valley 31, Southeast Polk 19. Trent Condon and Dart Danielson back with you. Cold Iron Fieldhouse here tonight. Doubleheader game one, a 91-72 win for Southeast Polk in a top 5 matchup here. 9th-ranked Tigers leading Southeast Polk on the drive and the finish. Obio with the deuce. He's up to 4, the leading scorer for the Tigers. The lead up to 14, 33-19. Glenn into the front court, looking for help. Gets it to Cole. Cole right side, Caggiano. To Glenn. Flip it around left side, that's Sam Glenn. Cross court, oh, found a man underneath. They'll go back out. Caggiano cut off on the drive. Here's a 3, but stepping on the sideline, out of bounds.
Yep, the play didn't end up good, but you like the way they passed it around and moved it around, and we're looking for that 3. You know, that was a big bucket by Valley last possession because Southeast Polk, they get a stop, come down, they hit a 3, and you got it under 10 here right before the half. But now Valley back up to 14.
Williams holds out to Stevens, open triple. Long on that, and the rebound secured by Sam Glenn. He'll bring it across to his brother, another 3. That one finds the mark. James Glenn gets into the scorebook with his 23rd 3 of the year.
And you leave him that wide open. He's shooting, 40%.
Final minute of the first half here, and it's like Valley going to hold for one final shot. No shot clock in Iowa high school basketball. South Dakota has it. Another number of other states.
I don't think there should be one. That's I'll let you know right now.
Well, we can have a talk about that maybe on a Wednesday night.
Yeah. A lot of people think they should. I don't, but anyway.
Well, on Wednesdays, you guys are up in Ankeny each and every Wednesday night with the
Thunderhead. Yep.
CISN TV show. Talking with a number of coaches, players from around the area. You can catch that at CISN.tv each Wednesday night. Final 10 seconds here. Berg on the handoff to Obia. Stevens, he'll try a deep 3. Front iron, no good. Berg with the offensive rebound, goes up, almost hit an impossible shot. He'll get a couple of free throws. Wow.
That was a great sequence by him. He went up high to get that, avoided the foul, and then almost snuck it into the basket.
So Berg steps to the line for 2, calmly hits the first, and he has one more. Berg, the big man, how about this? 85.7% from the free throw line for Will Berg. And a perfect 2 for 2. He's got 6, 35-22. 3-quarter court heave off the mark. And we reached halftime in Cold Iron Fieldhouse. Valley 35, Southeast Polk 22. We'll take a timeout here. Coming back on the other side during the halftime show, we will hear from West Des Moines Valley head coach Joe Segrist. Him and Dar will have a conversation of the Valley Tigers. That comes your way next as we continue on CISN.tv.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules. They're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit IowaRadiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
For the ultimate one-of-a-kind game day experience, make a stop at the other place. The game is on and drinks are cold with game day specials for every fan. Serving Iowa's best pizza since 1970. It's the place for the whole family.
Like you did a
With a
decent job
mouth-watering
there.
menu and state-of-the-art audio-video system make the OP one of the most exciting destinations for sporting events viewing. The other place, American Sports Grill and Pizzeria. Join in on this Iowa tradition, serving the Midwest since 1970.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. You may have noticed it's starting to get cold outside, and if you're like a lot of folks, that old fireplace in your house isn't doing you much good. You need to replace that thing with a high-efficient gas fireplace from Heat & Glow. We're going to come in, take your old wood or gas fireplace out. We're going to replace it with a warm, cozy, high-efficient, easy-to-use fireplace from Heat & Glow. It'll be the best thing you ever did to your house. Come see us today, because nothing's better.
Hey everyone, this is Dan Holm with Yankee Fanatic. Be sure to check out our website this fall for the best local high school sports coverage around. Whether you're a Hawk or a Jaguar, we'll be covering everything from cross country, man that dude is fast, to volleyball and everything in between. Well hey Kenna, welcome back. You don't want to miss any of the hard-hitting action. Come visit us at AnkenyFanatic.com.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing. Your size, your style, we've got it all.
Welcome, turn my mic up there. Welcome back to halftime. 35-22 Valley Boys leading Southeast Polk. Joining us is girls coach Joe Segrist, and ran into a team that had everything working pretty well. But I mean, you made some runs, tried to get back, but they made a couple runs like the start of the second and the start of the third quarter that kind of pushed it out there, and then you had a little trouble getting back close to them, didn't you?
Yeah, you got to tip your hat to Southeast Polk. They executed really well. We felt like we knew what they were going to do, but they knocked down a lot of shots from girls other than their top girls. So their role players really executed well.
Yeah, you look at their top couple scores, and they didn't get going right away, but it was the others off the bench, and that, as a coach, whether it's happening to you or you'd like to see your team have that same kind of thing, don't you? Players come in and get it going.
Yeah, that's what it's all about is, you know, whose team is going to execute their game plan, and Tracy's team did a really good job of that.
So looking at this, just off first impression, what do you see, what things you need to work on here then?
Well, that's a really good basketball team, and when they're making shots like they did from, you know, all their girls, we need to be better in transition. We need to be better in the half-court defense, and then run our offense a little bit more effectively. So that team's really good, and they're probably going to go really far in the 5A tournament.
You moved the defense. I think you started in the zone and then moved to man, did you? And try to stay with them a little more, and that seemed to work a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, we tried to mix up our defenses, try to keep the other team off balance, but they were just clicking on all cylinders. You know, when we went zone, their other girls were hitting shots, and when we went man, they started getting some back cuts, and their two really good scorers went to work too.
So what do we got coming up next week then?
Ankeny Tuesday at home, and then Waukee on Friday.
So what do you work on then after this? I know it's one of those games where you lose like this, and so what's the mindset then coming back next week?
Oh, they're all learning experiences. I think we can learn a lot from this one as far as refining some things in transition and just going back and working on, you know, maybe getting a little bit better shape for the second half. So we'll keep working, and this game gives us a lot of that in film.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. Coach Joe Segrist. Valley, we'll take a break and be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
At your service. Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
MSRP new 18 Ford Explorer and new 18 Ford Edge. Year-end tag event in Indianola, including thousands under retail value on Schottenkirk certified pre-owned vehicles. Hurry in for best selection. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Back here at Valley High School, halftime of the boys game, 35-22. Valley over Southeast Polk. Joining us head girls coach Tracy Daly for Southeast Polk. And you can just tell talking with Joe, he was frustrated because you guys just had everything working, and every time they tried to do something, you guys just offensively and defensively really seemed like you were gelling pretty well tonight.
Yeah, I thought we played real well. I'm real proud of the girls. We've had a couple of rough days of practice, so it was really nice to see them kind of dial it in and lock down and play good defense and look for each other on offense. And yeah, I'm super proud of them.
Yeah, and offensively, it seemed like in different quarters you had somebody different stepping up. So if they go to shut down one person, another one stepped up, and
yeah.
You'd love to see that balance, don't you?
Absolutely, and that's kind of what we try to build our teams on, is being harder to guard because someone else is always going to be open, and we're a team and we try to pass the ball out. We had 26 assists tonight, which I think was really good. That's kind of what we were looking for. The goal was to share the ball and make sure we're getting the ball in the right person's hand to get the team's best shot.
You had a couple of runs right in the start of the second quarter and then the start of the third quarter, and sometimes you're leading at the half and it's hard to come out and say, well, keep doing what you're doing, but they did. They came right back out and just really kind of had that rhythm again, didn't they?
Yeah, well, and that's a testament to Valley. Like, we know we can't, you can't slack off. We know how good they are, and they've been playing really well. They've had a couple of really good games the last couple of weeks. So we knew going in we had to play the whole 32 minutes, and that was just our focus of each possession, not taking any possessions off.
So as you see where you're sitting right now, I know coaches always look at little things and see things, but how are you feeling about how your team looks right now?
Well, I think they look great in games. I just want them to practice a little bit harder so I don't have nights where I don't sleep leading up to games. But I feel good. I mean, we're as good as we want to be. You know, if we play our best, I think tonight we played pretty well. We had a couple breakdowns, but for the most part, I think this is probably one of our top 2 games this year. So I feel good about where we're at. We just need to keep getting better.
All right, good effort from you, Coach, and thanks a lot,
Yep.
Coach Tracy Daly.
Thank you.
We'll take a break, come back, and get ready for the second half after this on CISN.TV.
In Ankeny, words cannot even begin to describe our Sunday brunch. You won't find a better Sunday brunch than what's being prepared for you. Try it this Sunday. The Fletcher, North Ankeny Boulevard.
Pizza. The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's.
Trent Kahn and Dart Danielson back with you in West Des Moines, Valley High School. The Tigers a 35-22 lead over Southeast Polk. So as we get ready for the second half, Southeast Polk at least in striking distance here. Played better defense certainly in the second quarter there. Now it's about taking that next step offensively, Gar.
Yeah, and it's something I was just talking with Tracy Daly about. When you have that lead and then you come out in the second half, you want to keep going, and she said it was, credit to Valley. We knew we had to come back out and play hard. Same with the Valley boys here. They have to come out. You got a lead going here, but you can't just walk through the motions here and start the third quarter. Got to come out and play your game again. So we'll see if they do that and don't let Southeast Polk get back into it.
Cut off on the drive, Hackbarth, and he'll get it back on the right side. Here's Glenn against a double team out. Caggiano, open three. Got it to go. Dominic Caggiano is starting where he left off in the first half. He had 8 in the first half, now 11 for the game, and it's a 10-point lead for Valley, 35-25.
He knew that when he left his hand. He started backing up and knew that was going to go.
Stevens deep on the left side to Williams up front. Pull up 15-footer too strong, and Glenn rebounds for the Rams. They look to push. Left side, Caggiano goes baseline, goes up, had it partially deflected by Berg. Quickly the other way come the Tigers. Williams, right side, Stevens for 3, left it short. Williams rebounds for Southeast Polk. Minute gone by in the second half.
Another chance to cut it below double digits here with a good possession.
James Glenn runs the point on the weave. Gets to Hackbarth. Drops it over. Glenn back to Williams. Williams had it blocked again by Will Berg. Another block shot for this Valley defense. Three-pointer on the way. Got it to go. That's Daniel Hackbarth for 3. Came in 5 of 17 from downtown. Finds the mark there, and it's a 7-point game. Inside Berg, good position. Goes up, and the foul to be 2 free throws. Williams said he was straight up and down.
Good, strong position defensively, but I don't know. They must have said with the body there.
And a nice diagonal cut by Will Berg, getting that position.
Yep.
He really seems to understand positioning.
And then the key, hit those free throws when you get fouled in there in the post.
And he is now 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. (36-28). 6:15 left in the third quarter. Tigers lead into single digits. Here's Hackbarth. Williams back out front for Glenn. Left side, Caggiano in the left corner. Hackbarth on the drive against a double team. Hits it out of bounds off the leg of Berg. We out of bounds play for Southeast Polk. We'll see what the head man, Alan Jenkins, has installed. Oh, a staggered screen for Glenn. Got Williams in the air, drops it for Williams, but tapped back. Stevens got his hand on it. Out ahead, on the run, left it short. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Tigers. Good run out for the Tigers, and Drew Urich just couldn't finish.
Jake Auer now in for Stevens.
Fred Johnson will come back in for Southeast Polk.
Takes away a little bit of their size with Williams coming out.
There's a Bia on the drive, takes a bump, can't finish. And the rebound secured by Southeast Polk. Quickly the other way is Caggiano. He's in double figures. Hackbarth, another 3, gets it to go. And we got a 5-point game. Valley 36, Polk 31. Williams maybe got away with the travel. Open 3, in and out, no good. Kept alive by Berg. Abia through the lane, takes contact and the foul. Glenn disagreed with the call. Well, you're seeing Southeast Polk now. Those open 3s that they were missing in the first half, they're dropping here in half number 2.
Yeah, outscored them 9-1 here to start this third quarter.
First free throw left short by Evan Obia. A 91% free throw shooter.
Yeah, and he just hasn't got on track anywhere here yet tonight with just 2 points. And wow, there.
2 trip.
Man.
Came in 42 of 46 and misses 2 in a row. Left side, Hackbarth. He's been hot. Flips it out. Caggiano pump fakes and drives. Lost control out of bounds. They say incidental contact there.
Kind of stepped on his shoe, I think. There wasn't any. Ding was just coming down the lane, so probably a good call, I'd say.
36-31. Valley by 5, looking to build on it with an open 3. Oh, how about that? Double stagger screen, and they find Jake Auer again for a triple.
Big shot there to kind of get little momentum back to Valley.
Here's Glenn working the left-handed dribble. Goes over to Hackbarth. Hackbarth to James Glenn. He'll pull up, had it blocked by Williams. Dang on the board.
They've been trying to penetrate and kick it out. That time the long arms got him.
And a foul is Trayvon Williams. Couple of push-ups afterwards. Getting a workout in and playing a game. Trayvon Williams, second leading scorer for the Tigers, 12.2 a contest. He's got 6 points tonight as he steps to the line for a pair. Foul whistled on Southeast Polk's Fred Johnson. That's his third, team foul number 3. But the woes from the foul line continue for West Des Moines Valley.
Yeah, they're just having trouble there.
From some of their better free throw shooters. Williams finally ends the skid after 3 straight misses. Valley 40, Southeast Polk 31. 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. West Des Moines Valley ranked number 9, 9-2 on the season. Southeast Polk comes in winners of 4 of their last 5. Oh, pump fake and blocked away again by Dang.
Man.
Dang did not fall for the pump fake pass.
No, and he moved quickly, and he's got such a long wingspan, too, that he doesn't have to get that close to get a hand on the ball.
Ball out underneath for Southeast Polk as Cryer will inbound to the corner, and Glenn. Glenn looking inside, nothing doing there. Around the perimeter, Southeast Polk, and we got a hold underneath. They're going to get Jake Auer.
It's a good patient possession there, though, for Southeast Polk, and they end up drawing the foul. Sometimes you get too anxious when you're behind, and you start throwing up shots, but so far here they haven't done it.
And we're going to get a push and a foul on Williams. Tangled up together, and a lot of times the offensive guy gets benefit of the doubt in that situation. That's the first against Williams. Into the corner, Hackbarth against a double team out for Glenn. Glenn works against Williams for 3. Hackbarth again.
Oh.
That one rattled out.
Whole Southeast Polk bench there was anticipating that one, but didn't go.
Pop loose, and we're going to get Williams kicking the basketball. Yep. And he knew it. He got up quickly and runs the other end of the floor to play D.
Tried the old soccer move while he was down there, but
sometimes you can get away with that one. Good work out of the official, seeing that right away, blowing the whistle. 40-31. Southeast Polk down by 9. Trailed by as many as 18, and what do we got? It's like the official pointing at
blood on the arm, maybe.
Yeah, looks like they got Drew Urich. So he's going to have to exit. Obia is going to come in for him. Urich says, I don't know where it's coming from.
What do I do? Anybody got a Band-Aid? Yeah. Get the trainer over to look at it.
Here's a 3 from Glenn. Oh! Big shot. Oh, they laid off Sam Glenn. He hits his first 3-pointer of the night. Came in with 25 on the season, and it's a 6-point game. There's Williams driving through. Left it short against the double team. Caggiano looking to go coast to coast. Instead, drops it back for Glenn. Cross court. Goes to Cryer. On the left wing, here's a drive. Hackbarth, and stolen away. Dang on the steal. 2-on-1, and before he got going, we got a double foul back on the other end of the floor. Well, I was looking at the other end, and we had some extracurriculars by the matching number 12s.
Yeah, Obia and Fred Johnson, yeah.
That'll be the 4th against Fred Johnson.
They were jawing and pushing or something, and the back official saw it.
So 4th against Johnson, the 2nd against Obia. Now Deng's coming over to the bench. Coach Windhorst helps him over. He must have had something to say. Now an explanation
And
for the
Urick's
Valley
going to
bench.
come back in. He must have got the blood or whatever it was bleed off of his arm.
He's still looking at the arm.
He's still looking at it. Yeah, I don't know what.
Well, double technical. There won't be any free throws. Won't be a change of possession. Southeast Polk will get the basketball on their end of the floor. Now some explanation for the scores table.
Yeah, Alan Jenkins is talking to the referee, too, trying to figure out what.
Well, what we can tell you, Valley 40, Southeast Polk 34, 2:47 left in the third quarter.
Valley had the ball and were on offense when it happened, so they will keep it here.
Yeah, they'll have it on that end. Coach Jenkins appears to be fine with the explanation. So it's Obia, Williams on the floor for the Tigers. Auer, Stevens, and Berg, the 5 on the floor for the Valley Tigers. They lead by 6, 40-34. Stevens on the right wing. He's got a couple of threes tonight. Auer looking inside for Berg. Double team comes, waits for it to clear. Goes up, had a block, but a foul. They're going to get Williams with his second. 2 more free throws for Will Berg. Berg's got 7.
I thought he reached in before there was a shot and tapped it, you know.
Two more free throws for Will Berg. Mention him at the free throw line. 85.7% coming in, and he is approved on that. Now 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. 5 of 6. And that percentage goes back down. Here's Williams the other way, out into the corner, wide open 3. Cryer splashes it in. Caleb Cryer for 3.
Is that 5 threes in the quarter, I think?
They continue. A big, big second half. 37 now put up out of Southeast Polk, trailing by 4. 41-37 with 2 minutes left in the third. There's a 3 back the other way. Side iron, no. And they're going to get Berg that time going through Williams. You know, Williams has been working real hard positioning against Berg.
Getting his backside in him and blocking him off, and he did a good job of it that time. Because with a guy who's taller, you could come over, you know, they say over the back, well, there isn't. But when you're pushing through the body, that's when you get the call, and that's what he got that time.
Down by 4, Cryer. Between the circles, goes to the right side. Caggiano. Glenn, left side, Cryer. Gets a high screen from Williams. Tried to drop it underneath, turned it over. Berg on the steal. Out ahead, Obia. Stevens, pump fakes. Gets it back to Obia. Pull up 14-footer. Can't get it, but he was hacked on the elbow, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Got Valley frustrated a little bit right now.
Tense moment certainly here for the Tigers.
Let's see if Obia can hit the free throws here. That's been an issue for him, too.
And he talks that one in for the first. Another upcoming for the leading scorer for Valley, Evan Obia, averaging 13 a contest. Stevens and Auer get a breather. Urick back in for the Tigers. 1:26 left in the third. Obia's second free throw finds the mark. 2 for 2 that trip. And it's a 6-point lead. Valley 43, Southeast Polk 37. Here's James Glenn across the timeline. Gets a screen from his brother. Now goes to the corner. And Hackbarth. Hackbarth up front. Caggiano left side Glenn. Williams sets a screen. Double team comes. Strong hedge. Caggiano lost control for a moment. Berg got away with the shove in the back. It's out of bounds to the Tigers.
But again, credit Southeast Polk. They're trying to work that offense. Good patience in and out. Valley that time extended the defense out a little bit and forced the issue.
Tuesday night, Southeast Polk upset top 10 ranked Ames. The Rams have won 4 of their last 5 after starting the season 0-5. 45 seconds left. Valley patient this time down, looking for a good one. Looking to build on a 6-point lead. Inside, threw it away. Turnover there.
If he's looking for the lob to Berg.
And Dang has a new jersey now. He is now wearing number 44.
Maybe he was involved in that blood with
yes.
Uric, yeah.
Uric still trying to figure out where that blood came from. I think we figured it out. Hackbarth working the N1 mix tour. Gets it out, open three. Caggiano! Another three-pointer. Caggiano has had a huge night.
6 in the quarter threes, I believe, for Southeast Polk.
14 for Caggiano. It's a 3-point game. Final 10 seconds inside Berg. Working against Williams. Abia from the corner. Step back three. No good. Rebounded Glenn. A full court heave.
Oh!
Just off the
That
mark.
would have tied it.
We got a game, folks. Strap in. A good one here. Valley 43, Southeast Polk 40. The fourth quarter is next on CISN.TV.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Is this guy a contractor who does good work or a contractor who needs work? For a reliable recommendation, trust the Better Business Bureau, protecting consumers for over a century. When you go to bbb.org to check out a business, you'll learn if it's BBB accredited, see its grade on customer service, and read honest, useful reviews from local people. For online recommendations you can trust, start with trust at bbb.org/Iowa.
Final quarter here in West Des Moines. The Valley Tigers lead has been cut to 3 by Southeast Polk, 43-40. Dar, what a nice quarter out of the Rams.
Yeah, outscored them, what was it, 18-8? Is that right? Yeah.
You got it.
And 6 threes in the quarter. So we talked about Valley coming out and not easing up here, but it's more, I think, of Southeast Polk being more patient offensively.
Got plenty of good looks and have been hitting the open looks as Dang got away with the walk.
Little two-step there.
Williams on the drive, no good. Dang offensive rebound, had it stripped away though. Good defense by Hackbarth. Taking it away from Dang, and now Polk down by 3 with the basketball. Wide open, in and out. Couldn't talk it down, Caggiano.
Dang closed late just to kind of throw that off a bit, maybe.
Berg on the weave, hands to Stevens. Up front of Bia and a flip back to Williams. Calls out the offensive set. Stevens on the right wing. Inside, Williams in the post, goes to work. Fade away, left it short again. And another rebound for Hackbarth. Glenn brings it across the timeline, crosses over his dribble to Hackbarth left wing. He looks to drive baseline against Stevens, cut off. Glenn from the left wing resets the offense. 6:50 left. Glenn, back to Glenn. Brothers playing catch up front.
Good movement by Southeast Polk.
Caggiano to Glenn. Here's Hackbarth from the top of the key. Jab steps, nothing doing there. Caggiano drives, gets through to Williams, goes up strong, can't finish. Caggiano had it blocked out of bounds. Well, a hard-charging Southeast Polk team. Can they get over the hump here? Trailed by as many as 18 in the first half.
They need some kind of points, because if they come out of this possession without points and Valley scores on the other end, it gives them momentum back to Valley just a little bit, you'd think.
Hackbarth off a screen from Glenn. Sam Glenn on the drive. Dropped it off the foot out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. 6:17 showing here on the fourth quarter clock. 43-40. Valley by 3. Trent Conn and Dar Danielson with you here tonight. Williams on the inbounds to Glenn. Turns the corner. Goes through the lane. Can't get it, but Williams there with the putback in the 2. Malachi Williams, his first bucket of the second half. It's a 1-point game. There's Berg. Thought about the J, instead goes to the corner. Urick passed up a 3. Obia gets a high screen, turns the corner, nobody there. Oh, what a nice screen. And a quick timeout used by BJ Windhorse. Valley 45, Southeast Polk 42. As we continue, 5:51 left in the fourth. Back with more in a moment.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
.551 left in the fourth quarter. Trent Conn and Dart Danielson in Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines. High school basketball on CISN.TV.
20-10, Southeast Polk has outscored Valley here in the second half so far.
Well, they've hit the open three-pointers. Good defense on the other end of the floor. Certainly have to give credit to that as they have slowed down this high-powered Valley offense in the second half. And right back in it, the Southeast Polk team gaining confidence as the season goes on under their first-year head coach in Alan Jenkins.
Gaining more confidence, too, in this game as they stay close. The longer they stay close, the more confidence they're going to get here.
Caggiano in the left corner. Gets Glenn off the screen. Glenn, 28 feet away, goes back to the left corner, and Caggiano. Patient set here. There's James Glenn, goes to the right side, and Hackbarth. Hackbarth, nothing doing there. Thought about the drive. Caggiano maybe got away with the walk. Here's Hackbarth looking to drive. Pump fakes, now caught in the lane, needs some help, and gets out. Reset of the offense. Now Coach Jenkins going to talk things over with 5:15 left. 45-42, Valley by 3. We come back in 30 seconds on CISN.TV.
Moms typically get to make a majority of the healthcare decisions for their family. That can be a lot of pressure, but not for me, because I know the choice is ours. For medical tests like MRIs, X-rays, CAT scans, and of course mammograms, ask your doctor to refer you to Iowa Radiology. They work around our hectic schedules. They're the best at what they do, and they're so great with my family. They truly care, and it shows. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Fourth quarter. Trent Conn and Dart Danielson back with you tonight in our doubleheader of basketball on CISN.TV. Southeast Polk come roaring back here in the second half. They trailed by 13 at the half. Have it back within 3, 45-42. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Williams had it stripped away from behind. Jake Auer with the steal. Ahead to Berg. Back to Auer, right side. Urick. Obia. The screen goes to Urick. And around the perimeter, resetting the offense. And let us hand back. Trayvon Williams. Falls, fails, put it in your senior's hand that has handled the ball for a long time. Now they go to him in the post. Looking against a double team. Open three. Urick rattles it home.
Great offensive set for Valley. Moved the ball around. Kept it going inside, outside. It's what Southeast Polk has been doing here in the second half.
James Glenn at the jump circle. Goes to Williams, right side. Sam Glenn underneath. Oh, a pretty feed. And the finish with the left hand for Caggiano. Caggiano's big night continues. He's got 16, 8 of them in the second half. Obia off the window and the foul. That is a tough maneuver against contact. Obia showing some strength there.
He's well below his average tonight, but starting to make presence known when you need to halfway through the fourth quarter here.
Foul whistled against Sam Glenn. That's his third. Team foul number 7 against the Rams. As Abia completes the 3-point play. He's got...
Gives him 8.
And a 7-point lead now for Valley. In the lane, cut off, Caggiano. Glenn steps through, gets the 3, can't talk it down. Couple of those here in the fourth quarter for the Rams. Now Williams all the way through. No, but a foul. They're going to get Hackbarth. A little frustration, I think, the last 2 times down defensively for Southeast Polk.
And it looks like B.J. Windhorst told his team, drive it to the basket in that last time out. Take it at him. Use your size. And that's what they're doing here.
Second foul against Hackbarth. Team foul number 8, a 2-shot foul for Trayvon Williams. Can't get the first. He has another. 71.4% from the free throw line coming in as he splits the pair. Valley 52, Southeast Polk 44. Clock in, 3:37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hackbarth working against the defensive pressure. Gets it right back and fouled from behind. Looks like they're going to get Jake Auer across the arm.
But there again, what happens? You move the ball, you pass the ball, you get the defense out of position, and you make something happen.
Senior Daniel Hackbarth, 6'1" guard. That's the 4th foul against Auer. As Hackbarth hits the first and has another. Gets that one to go. Perfect 2 for 2 with the clock stopped. Southeast Polk certainly will take that. 6-point game, 52-46 with 3:20 remaining. Urick to Abia. Passing around the perimeter is Valley. Looking for a good shot. Urick finds one and gets it to go. Drew Urick, his 3rd 3-pointer of the night. He's got 11 points in the game, and it's a 9-point lead for Valley. 3 minutes remaining. Hackbarth back to Glenn. Glenn works against Williams through the lane, gets the contact, and rolls it in.
Wow.
Rattled home Sam Glenn. He's got 9 tonight. Williams hit with his 2nd foul. Team
The
foul
Rams
number 6.
are not going away, hanging right in there.
And completing the 3-point play is Sam Glenn. Timeout on the floor. Southeast Polk with 2 remaining. We'll take it with them. 2:54 left in the fourth quarter. Valley 55, Southeast Polk 49 on CISN.TV.
During the year-end holiday tag event at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola, all vehicles are tagged with one low price. New bonus tagged 18 Ford F-150s up to $14,000 off MSRP. Your choice. Up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 18 Ford Explorer and new 18 Ford Edge. Year-end tag event in Indianola, including thousands under retail value on Schottenkirk certified pre-owned vehicles. Hurry in for best selection. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com. During the year-end holiday tag event at Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola, all vehicles are tagged with one low price. New bonus tagged 18 Ford F-150s up to $14,000 off MSRP. Your choice. Up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 18 Ford Explorer and new 18 Ford Edge. Year-end tag event in Indianola, including thousands under retail value on Schottenkirk certified pre-owned vehicles. Hurry in for best selection. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Trent Cotton and Dart Danielson back with you in West Des Moines. Valley Tigers 55, Southeast Polk 49. Final just about 3 minutes here. Plenty of time for Southeast Polk, Dar.
Yeah, you're not to the point where every possession you got to score, but you want to make them good possessions and good looks at the basket, which they've done here in the second half.
Rams playing defense down by 6. Berg from the high post. Old UCLA play there. Can't get it to go, though, for Will Berg. And the rebound for Polk. Glenn deep on the left side. Gets a screen from his brother James. James Glenn pounds the right-handed dribble out to Caggiano. Took some contact. Now kicks it out. Behind the back, James Glenn. Caggiano back. And a reset of things with Hackbarth. Timeout going to be used again. Alan Jenkins didn't like what he saw there. He's going to use a timeout. We'll keep it here with him.
Yeah, and credit Valley. They kind of pushed the defense out a little farther and made it a little tougher. Southeast Polk's been dumping it in and bringing it back, but they've tightened up that defense a little bit, and they're going to use that size, length all they can here, not make it easy on Southeast Polk to get a bucket.
Just one timeout now remaining for Southeast Polk. Valley has 3 in a 6-point game. Valley 55, Southeast Polk 49. Kind of shot you looking at here. You know, Caggiano, he's been good from the 3-point line. Hackbarth, Pryor, even Glenn have hit threes here in the second half. Who are you looking to go to?
Well, anyone who's ever open, but you don't want to have an empty possession at this point. You want to have a good shot. You want to get either a 2 or a 3, because then you come down the other way, and maybe you get a rebound and get him in transition. But Valley's been also very good offensively, moving it around and getting the open looks. So you just want to come away with some kind of points here. You don't want to bleed that clock way down and come away with nothing, because then that's just one more possession you have to work against Valley to get it back.
5 we've seen most of the night for Southeast Polk on the floor. James Glenn, Sam Glenn, Daniel Hackbarth, Caggiano, and Williams. With it on the right side, Sam Glenn. Into the corner, Caggiano. Caggiano guarded up by Williams. Back to Glenn. Williams sets a screen. Gets it back through the lane to the corner. Caggiano and a bump and a foul.
Ooh.
They're going to get Berg on the block. Team foul number 7 against Valley. A 1-and-1 opportunity for Caggiano.
But really turning the pressure up high, trying to deny that pass inside. Valley is against Southeast Polk.
For Will Berg, that is his 4th foul of the night. Caggiano slams in the first free throw. He's got another. Leading scorer tonight for the Rams at 17.
See if they make it, if they pressure off the made.
Second free throw finds the mark.
Oh, they're going to drop back.
4-point game. Valley 55, Southeast Polk 51. As the clock ticks down under 1:45 remaining here in the game. Obia, Williams, Berg, Stevens, and Urek, the 5 on the floor for the Tigers. Bunch of good shooters out there. We'll see how long they're going to defend. And Hackbarth gives away the foul to Williams. Probably the guy out of this group you'd want to put on the line if you're Southeast Polk.
Yeah, he's struggled tonight at the line especially. And before they worked any more time off the clock, before you're in the double bonus, you got that one last foul here.
Hits the front end of the 1-and-1 and another with the bonus. .129 showing here in the 4th quarter clock. Williams' second free throw. Splashes in perfectly. So the lead back to 6 for the Tigers, 57-51. Hackbarth, Williams to Glenn. Glenn off a screen, flips it back to Williams. He's looking for help. Pull up 3, front iron no, and the rebound secured.
Speaking of 3, he was drawing 3 defenders when he got the ball there, Glenn. They were not going to let him get off a 3.
Now Tigers content to run a little clock. Still a 2-possession game, 57-51. And again, they'll foul Trayvon Williams. 4 free throws for him in the second half.
Now you're in the double bonus here.
And that is the 4th foul now against Daniel Hackbarth. .4 seconds. And double bonus time rolls in for Trayvon Williams. And another coming his way. Now a 3-possession game at 58-51. And can't get the second. So that's 7. Southeast Polk still within striking distance, but they got to hurry. Glenn off the screen. spins through the lane, drops it for Williams, out for three. Hackbarth just missed. Glenn with the rebound, lost control. Open to the corner. Nobia comes out of the pack. A bump and a foul. Caggiano will get hit with the foul. That is his third. And two more free throws coming for Valley.
And you can see B.J. Windhorst told them, do not give up the uncontested three out there. Do not foul them on the three. And they didn't. Southeast Polk had no good look from beyond the arc on that possession. Then end up turning it over.
Albia to the foul line for two. Hits the first. Earlier in the game, he missed back-to-back free throws. A shocker for a 91% free throw shooter.
Yeah, they had a stretch there where they couldn't hit a free throw.
And he misses another.
Misses that one.
So as it sits at 8, Glenn out of bounds. And the Valley side loves the pressure being applied there from Abia. And good sportsmanship, him and Glenn. Little shoulder tap. None the worse for the wear. Final 30 seconds. Valley by 8. Glenn. Hands to James Glenn. He'll try a three.
Whoa.
Got it. Timeout. Not going away quietly. The Southeast Polk Rams. Valley by 5. 59-54. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
So, let's see. Who do you foul? Because they
not many options out there.
If Ding was in there, maybe him. He's shooting 51, but
as a team, shooting 73% is West Des Moines Valley.
Yeah, pretty strong there throughout. You know,
still probably would be Williams.
Yeah,
and Berg is really good, but he has a big guy. I mean, just there's so few options.
Yeah, well, he's shooting 80, almost 86 coming in. Yeah, you know that's the way you close out games. But give a little thanks to Ruben Garza, who's running the board for us here tonight, doing a good job.
He is trying to make us sound as good as we can.
Yeah,
it's a full-time gig.
Well, if he told you before the game that the boys' game would be closer than the girls' game, you probably would have said no. But
but here we are.
Credit Southeast Polk boys for just battling back in this one,
and the Southeast Polk girls for playing about as well as
well as you could. Yeah,
they played at an incredibly high level in that 91-72 victory in Game 1. 5-point game here against pressure into the front court, but a foul. Again, they'll get Williams to the line. I really like the look of this Valley squad. And, you know, the funny thing is, Dar, throughout the years and since Coach Windhorst took program over from Jeff Horner, we've seen so many times where it seems like they're always building.
Yeah.
This team has played at a higher level than you normally see them in December and early January.
Yeah, it seems like they're starting early and they build up, but
I think having a senior like Trayvon Williams has played a lot of minutes at the varsity level helps that.
And I will say, he's, again, from the first couple games I saw him, his attacking the basket offensively has improved 1,000%. So I missed several close-in shots early games.
2 for 2 that trip for Trayvon Williams. He's up to 13 points tonight. Final 15 seconds against pressure. Caggiano, 22-footer. No good. High for the rebound. Tip back. Another chance. Glenn will try another three. That one left short. Berg goes up, gets the rebound, looks ahead to Williams, and Obia will dribble out the final seconds. West Des Moines Valley wins it 61-54 over Southeast Polk. Great effort out of the Rams here tonight, but the Tigers pick up win number 10. We'll take a timeout, come back, and put a cap on things here as we come back with more on CISN.TV.
For the ultimate one-of-a-kind game day experience, make a stop at the other place. The game is on and drinks are cold with game day specials for every fan. Serving Iowa's best pizza since 1970, it's the place for the whole family. With a mouth-watering menu and state-of-the-art audio-video system, make the OP one of the most exciting destinations for sporting events viewing. The other place, American Sports Grill and Pizzeria. Join in on this Iowa tradition, serving the Midwest since 1970.
It takes more than a great price and great selection to continue to grow every year. We believe the reason is our core values. Hard work, we work hard for you. Integrity, it's not optional, it's required. We build trusting relationships and don't run when the problems arise. We're always improving the customer experience. It's been the Schottenkirk way for over 50 years. Schottenkirk Chevrolet, Waukee, and the all-new Schottenkirk Ford.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. To the Godfather Specialty Pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather.
Back with you one final time. Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines. The Valley Tigers, a 61-54 win over Southeast Polk in boys basketball. Win number 10 on the season for West Des Moines Valley as they go to 10-2. Southeast Polk on the loss falls to 4-7. Valley gets the victory. They're happy about that, but I think Southeast Polk has a lot to take away from this game.
Yeah, Coach Alan Jenkins, he's got to be pleased. I mean, they stayed with them. They did a lot of good things. They got behind early, but they came back, played well, moved the ball well in the second half, and Valley in the end, their size, and they just ended up holding them off, but a good effort. I know talk about moral victories or not, but I think what a coach wants to see is continued progress forward, and I think they saw some of that here tonight for Southeast Polk.
Well, and as we look forward to the end of February and sub-state play beginning, I mean, you want to be a team that sees Southeast Polk as a number 4 or 5 seed in your sub-state.
Yeah.
The improvement from where they were at the beginning of the year, they upset top 10 ranked Ames on Tuesday night. They give Valley everything they can handle here tonight. That's not a team you want to see in your sub-state when you're trying to make your way just to, say, a sub-state final.
Yeah, and you got, young guys, but these young guys are moving forward and pushing forward and getting better and getting more experience as you move along. So, yeah, a good night of basketball here. A split, Southeast Polk girls winning 91-72, and we talked about it, playing about as well as you could, and then the Valley boys getting the win here tonight.
Taking a look at the final scoring here in the game, again, 61-54, your final in a winning effort for West Des Moines Valley. Trayvon Williams led the way. He had 13. Evan Obia finished with 12. 11 points for Drew Urich off the bench, 9 out of Will Berg. 6 points apiece for Jake Auer and Sam Stevens. 5 points for Dang for West Des Moines Valley. On the other side, Southeast Polk falling tonight. They were led, though, by sophomore Dominic Caggiano. He had 18 tonight. 10 points for Sam Glenn. 7 from Daniel Hackbarth. It was 6 for James Glenn on 2 3-pointers. Malachi Williams had 5. Caleb Cryer with 3. And Josiah Cole finished with 2. Add it all up, it's a 61-54 victory for Valley over Southeast Polk here tonight. Final thoughts, Dar?
Well, that other score, Ankeny leading 30-25. They're only at the half over Centennial. A couple good ball games here. We saw some good basketball. I know Valley girls, they'll bounce back, and Valley boys got to be happy to get out of here with the win, and we talked about it. Southeast Polk boys, they're advancing. I believe it's Dowling at Waukee on Tuesday night here on CISN. We'll have a double header for you, boys and girls, and there should be some more good ball games there with that one.
Yeah, no doubt. Really going to be a good basketball game. Couple of good games in that one. Looking forward to that coming up on Tuesday night. Full coverage here on CISN.TV, and we will have some radio coverage on Tuesday night on KXNO on our Tuesday night basketball. Looking forward to that.
And I think my phone says it's snowing, so I don't know if it's snowing here or where, but we may have to scrape a little bit when we get out of here, Trent. But fun ball games tonight.
It really was a doubleheader split. The girls from Southeast Polk take game number 1. The boys from Valley take game number 2. Well, thanks everybody out there for listening again. Final score for the final time, Valley 61, Southeast Polk 54. We'll be back next week with more high school sports on CISN.TV. Good night, everybody.